get the vibe that you're feeling with it. I just don't understand it. No, I don't need to watch a Photoshop fucking ad. I'm already giving you my money.
Okay, time to tweet this out to fucking everyone.
Hells yeah.
Oh, God damn it. Yes, I want to send it to 30 plus people. How the fuck are the 30 plus people on my Discord?
I also got the same Photoshop ad. Get fucked, Adobe. I bought the Creative Suite in high school. You can't touch me.
Oh,
Nice.
I should get back into drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're really good at it.
That's words that you could say. I've done one okay painting.
You've done everything you do is amazing.
How dare you be such a wonderful and kind friend to me?
You're not my real parent. There's Suno.
Also, hey chat.
Hey chat.
Yo.
By the way, how do we sound? How do we sound?
Oh, that's a good question.
Tell us how we sound, chat.
I don't know why that. Hey, hey Gwendolyn.
We sound good. That's yep.
Hell yeah.
Hello, Gwendolyn.
Did I take my meds? Yes, I did. There it is.
Wait, Gwendolyn, Watchendolyn. Yeah, Watchendolyn. Yeah, that's bad. Has to think about that.
Yeah, sorry, I'm busy. Trying to fucking
Muffin bugging you.
No, just trying to spread this link everywhere, and it's early, so I keep messing up.
You got a good name pun game. Also, high five people.
High five?
Hello.
Oh,
High five people.
yeah, sorry, I interpreted that as high five people, not high five people. Anyways, hi.
The high five people walk the earth.
It's us three chuckle fucks.
Hello.
Also, show it in Discord.
No, you all have to remember it. We did this already.
All right, yeah, we gotta stay the lines by memory. And time it by memory. Five high people, that's a good time.
I would die, people. There. Can you see?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, we can.
Good, because I need to go get water. BRB.
Nice. I need some water. Every time someone says they need water, I just think of that one scene from the cartoon series Chowder on Cartoon Network, wherein a small dog says that he needs water, and the owner is like, "He needs mountain spring water. Water! I need some water."
What the fuck?
I was recounting a scene from Chowder.
Chowder?
Yes. A cartoon series
Yeah,
on
you
the
know,
Cartoons Network.
You take the moon and you take the sun.
You take the moon and she took the kids.
What the
Took
fuck? No,
Chowder.
come on! Come on, game! You're doing so good!
Oh no.
This game just likes
Oh.
crashing. Wait! Okay, we're good.
Yay!
Warnings. We're gonna be doing...
A King's Feast of Ass.
And... So, which is Abusive Guardian, and Loneliest Girl in the World, which is Abandonment, Neglectful Parenting, Abusive Guardian, Animal Abuse, and Animal Attack. So,
And also sad.
it's very sad. First time we did this, I teared up. But why are we going back and doing these two? Why? Because last time we recorded these, I fucked up and didn't turn my mic on.
Oops.
Oops. So we're gonna be doing a director's cut with not like additional commentary or anything. We just have surprises, let's say.
Pesterquest DX.
Ooh, surprises. I don't even know what that means. It sounds like I do.
I actually have to open the surprise. That's right. We got Hussy Themson. No, we didn't. Oh, also something we need to discuss. So it has come to our attention that What Pumpkin and Andrew Hussey might not be the greatest of people. So that's also why we're getting this done with, so we can wash our hands. Pesterquest. Whoops. But yes, we're gonna have fun. Homestuck. Surprisingly good, despite the author being weird.
Yeah, you've been stuck at home now. Let's do some homestucking.
Homestuck is owned by the people now. We have co-opted Homestuck.
The
Yes.
people's homestuck.
Our
Okay.
Homestuck picture of Bugs Bunny with the weird thing.
All right.
Okay.
So-
I just need to check.
Okay.
Let me know if you hear this.
Okay.
Or if the stream hears this. No. How about... Can the stream hear that?
Hold on, let's see.
Wait, what?
Can
Whoa,
you
what,
hear
what,
that?
what the fuck was that?
Yes!
That drill?
Yes!
It's there.
How about... Yes!
What is happening?
Okay.
Soundboard.
So part of the director's cut is we're gonna add in the lasers and slide whistles that the creators obviously intended to be in this game but couldn't because
Obviously.
the only music had to be ambient. So we're gonna just we're gonna add it in. How do I know where they're supposed to go? Shut up. Let's get going.
Laser. Drill. Good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing. I can't wait for Sonic Colors Ultimate. Anyway.
Let's be real. as much as you enjoy your new friends, they all seem a little lonely. Like, maybe you don't have any. They don't have any friends besides the ones they talk to online. Why did you come out and attack me? Is online friendship a reasonable alternative to a more traditional face-to-face friendship? Are relationships, and dare you say, families that you choose, not just as important, if not more so, than those you were able to touch and feel? Damn. Maybe being a little too real. You decide not to think about it too hard. But if you're being honest with yourself, maybe you aren't terribly interested in the greater context of found family and interpersonal relationships in the instant message era. You've got a fever. The only cure for the disease, called friendship, is to mildly inconvenience a few teenagers. As much of a delight as it's been to make a young boy face his existential future, rob a woman of her booze stash, and then self-reflect about the value of contextual relationships, it all felt a little heavy-handed.
Oh, I just realized, I don't think we've said on the stream, what the stream is for.
Oh, yes! Sorry! We're here to raise money for Ash, because she needs to buy a bed and cover moving costs. Because fucking Ash had to move recently, and if I remember correctly, your landlord was just like, oh, by the way, I'm not renewing your lease, you have a week, lol.
More or less, yeah. There was a lot of, like, weird shenanigans and everything. But yeah, that's the gist of it, is that we thought we were going to be able to have more time to find a new place, and then we were told we didn't. And then I had to scramble to find a new place. And I like the place I'm at now a lot, but I don't have a bed yet, which is not the most ideal scenario. So if you want to donate, link to my coffee, or Ko-fi. I don't know how to pronounce that website's name, to be honest.
I always heard coffee, and you know what? That sounds nicer.
Yeah. But anyway, a link to that is below. So if anyone can donate, I really appreciate it. No obligation, of course. Only, you know, if you are able to. But I really appreciate it.
Yes. Also, yes, landlords are the enemy.
It's true.
Extremely true. What you need is an emotional palate cleanser. There are 2 kids left on this tour de force. Sorry. There's 2 kids left on this tour de force. Wait.
Tour de force.
Yeah, because there's 4 of them. Oh.
Nope, that's not the one. Where's the one I'm looking for? Sure. And both sound like they'd make exquisite friends. Time to go full-on easy mode here. You've heard so much about this guy, you feel like you've got this one in the goddamned bag. With confidence, you zap yourself onwards.
Oh, okay, got slouch. What am I looking at?
Oh. You're already here. Wherever here is, it is blisteringly hot. You nigh instantaneously regret your choice of apparel. Why did you instinctively put your hoodie back on over this robe? Gown? Wait. Is narrator God mode?
No, I think... Because remember, Oh, wait. No, I think right now you have, like, a hoodie from, the previous game.
Right.
That you took from, one of the other kids.
Right. No, but I'm referring to the, like, robe.
Yeah, no. No.
Oh, no, sorry, that's pajamas. They refer to them as pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
You the mailman or mail person?
This must be Dave. Rose mentioned he talked a lot, and as you start to explain, it becomes apparent he is having this conversation at you, not with you. Wow, it is unbelievably humid.
person adjacent. Anyway, Egbert told me you'd show up eventually. Which I never doubted for a second, since one of the core tenets of the United States Postal Service is that you visit your four extremely specific and spread out teenagers while sweating all over yourself. Practically a crime to not be increasingly moist while out here delivering letters on the roof of a skyrise. Which, as you know, is the most effective and legal way to drop off the post. Claiming you're the New England potluck and wandering around on the roof. With no package.
It is actually really cool how much this kid seems to talk at you, but you're barely listening. Has the sun always been that red? Has the sky always been that wavy?
Are you alright?
You are hardly alright. You tug at the collar of your soggy mess of a hoodie. This is an overwhelming, oppressive heat. An almost impenetrable air fills your lungs as you try and take a series of shallower and shallower breaths. The world fades to white. When you wake up, you're sitting propped up on a cheap futon in front of a large television. A rough approximation of a person does an elaborate series of controlled falls, accumulating in what you can only describe as skateboarding for assholes. On your left, Dave exists in a quantum state that is both somehow sitting and laying down, but also neither. With the precision of a Swiss watchmaker, he deftly presses a series of buttons that makes the awfully polygonal man on the screen T-pose and fall face forward into the ground. Seconds later, his skateboard flops helplessly next to him. He doesn't look away from the screen as he speaks.
So, I guess you left? It's not that I'm invested, but John might be sad.
Classic John. You try and emulate his incredibly casual body language as you slide your body down the futon. Your legs already barely touch the ground.
Yeah, that guy's a dork, but I taught him everything he knows.
You ask him if you taught him how to be a dork. You affect a completely uninterested face as though the sickness of your third-degree burn is not the single most exciting moment of your entire life.
There it is. God damn. Owned in my own home. Owned within an inch of my life. I'm on the edge, reaching out that hand of friendship, and it's chucklehead, long live the king to me. Thousands of gazelles trample my useless... I just said... Shit.
Deep breaths.
I mean, presumably that's one way that word could be pronounced.
You're right. Fuck it. Just
I-
because I've never seen it written out before, even though I totally have because I read this before.
If it helps, I had to correct you last time too.
Sick. Thousands of gazelles trample my useless body as Jonathan Taylor Thompson's persona watches on. Who will raise Simba now? Who's going to teach him about combat? Philosophy.
This shit.
Life. By the way, I put your nasty sweatshirt in the shower.
I know we do have these somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
But fuck it.
but fuck it, we're just gonna make
Yeah.
new ones. I have the slate.
More saves.
Why is there an empty slot right there? What the fuck?
Why not?
Ghost slot.
It
So,
stays empty.
The shower or dope? Dope.
If I remember right, I think dope is a bad.
Let's go with dope then.
Cool.
Dope. You're definitely the sort of person who says dope often and casually. You tell him dopely that you are a person who is not caught up in the small details of decorum or personal property. In fact, it doesn't bother you at all that he took your only worldly possessions and tossed them in a shower while you were unconscious. What's some light corpse looting among bros?
Okay. While it dries, you can wear one of my bro shirts. He usually has a fresh stash hidden in here.
Dope. Tight. May I even say sick?
I just feel like it's calling me out specifically.
Nothing weird about hiding some shirts in the living room. Just gonna have a look-see. Holy shit, there are a lot of puppets here.
Yeah, dude. Puppets own. Enough said. My bro's got the market cornered on puppet-based endeavors. Backed up against the wall like a feral beast, hissing for more plush-oriented content. The little guy's probably just scared. Just wants to protect its nest and mouth-to-mouth feed its babies only the choicest puppets meant for a reasonable fee.
What the fuck does any of that mean? You look back at Dave, but he's on his phone. God damn, that is so cool, actually. There's something weird about this whole setup that you can't put your finger on. For one, you can't seem to find any secret shirts anywhere. It's all just puppets and plushes and DJ equipment. Oh my.
Oh my. Yeah, with my bro, you have to think of the potential for ironic payoff. That guy's always one step ahead. Just when you think you've got it figured out, it was all just some trap to make you think you'd gotten his goat. But that goat is long gone.
Meh.
Makes you think maybe there never was a goat.
Meh.
Ah? Maybe it was some other barnyard animal all along.
I just realized that goats don't make sheep noises because they're different. Wait, no. No, goats do go meh. I know this
Kinda.
because of Steven Universe.
They mostly just
Aha.
scream at you.
Ah!
We have taken care of several. They're fun.
You've been duped into looking for a goat like some dumb asshole.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Come on, load. Yeah.
Oh, Digglerat, thank you very much for the donation.
Yo, Dilgerat, thank you from Dave. I just talk like this now.
Oh god.
Or maybe the goat gets you really wait, goat? Maybe...
Or maybe
Oh.
the goat gets you, comma, really subvert the whole thing.
Thank you. I couldn't have read that on my own.
Yeah, Dave doesn't use punctuation. He's too cool for punctuation.
I vibe that.
You take a second to wonder if he really is using the term ironic correctly in this instance. By dictionary definition, yes. A goat getting you is the opposite of how the situation should go. Thank God you settled that. As you're about to reassure Dave that this joke tracks, you catch some movement on the corner of your eye. Was that... a camera? It couldn't have possibly been a camera. Nope, 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 there it is again. There is a camera coming out of the eye dispenser. It whirs softly as you approach, its mechanical eye trained on you. How long has this thing been watching? Is this Dave's? You lean in to take a closer look, but your foot catches on something. You fall flat on your face. God, I forgot there's just Jigsaw puppet. And another Jigsaw puppet. And the Buster Sword? Dave seems too engrossed in the conversation he's having on his phone to pay you much mind, occasionally mumbling out loud a few times before presumably typing it out. You search for whatever it was that made you beef it so royally. You know, beef it. Like, fall down. That's a real phrase that humans say. Out of character, yes, actually Joe does say beef it.
I say beef it constantly.
What do you say beef it when Beefaroni trips on something?
Fucking what?
I don't think I have seen. Actually, no. Yeah. When he had the cone, he was
Oh.
constantly bumping into things. I may have said that once or twice.
Aw, beefaroni.
He doesn't have the cone anymore, and I'm so happy.
Aw. Coneroni. Anyways, a small tripwire stands taut a few inches off the ground. You must not have disturbed it enough to set off whatever contraption it's attached to, apparently.
Oh yeah, sometimes they're more of a psych out. You think, oh fuck me, I definitely beefed it, which is a phrase that is real. And you sit there waiting on bated breath, prepared to be fuck deep in velvety milk.
You okay then?
No!
You good?
No, I can say this.
To be fuck deep in velvety marionette dick.
Good job.
That's a good phrase.
And it never comes.
I bet it doesn't.
Okay, come on.
You go the rest of your day just waiting for the payoff from your dipshit mistake. And it never comes. You wake up in cold sweats for weeks, yearning for a release that will never find you, and it hits you. You've been fucking bamboozled by the master yet again. There's no elaborate booby trap. No Rube Goldberg device set to enact a series of complicated shenanigans, ultimately resulting in being buried alive in Kermit the Frog's blood shit.
Damn it!
Deep breaths.
Lush, amphibious.
Oh, Lord, you can do it. You can do it.
I believe in you, Autumn.
Autumn, I'm sending you my energy.
Thank you. Send me your energy. I can.
Kermit the Frog's plush amphibious dong.
Woo! Okay. I just fucking shot snot on my face.
Oh.
Oh.
Alright. Beautiful, really.
Yes, it is.
Damn, bro, you live like this?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Keeps me on my toes. Heels never met the ground. A prima ballerina with a head full of dreams and nothing to lose. God's gift to plies ripping out of a straight tasty tour and lair for my adoring fans. They go apeshit for this sort of thing, but it's just another day in the life of Dansois extraordinaire, Dave Strider. Haven't fallen for a chap like this since I was a baby. Trained. Real rookie mistake, mailman. Looking tired, maybe. Trained.
Oh my god, is he mumble rapping at you? This is the greatest day of your life.
God. More push ass than a puppet lost and found. King Strider drops the illest fires. Cause the heavy is the crown.
Thought this was a clown. My brain is still in troll territory.
You're good.
Rhyming puppet with puppet. Call that puppet rhymes. Killing all ventriloquists. Puppet on puppet crimes.
He goes on like this for some time with what you could be described. Yeah, he goes on like this for some time with what could be described as bars of a similar caliber. The narrative focus shifts to your inner thoughts out of necessity because it turns out writing raps is really hard. He isn't exactly great, but you're not really a rap expert despite what your social media opinions might imply. Unless you count Hatch to Dance, which of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Wait. What? What does that mean? Why did you think that? The whole scenario feels a little weird and familiar to you. All these kids feel familiar to you. You learn something new about Dave and you feel like you already sort of knew it. You can't place it. Despite having met Dave no less than a half an hour ago, something feels just slightly off about him. Something about his actions feels so performative in nature, like he's pantomiming in front of an audience. As Dave continues to rap, you remember that you are in front of an audience. You cast a glance over to the camera, but also to the hundreds of stuffed little creatures staring at you with their lifeless eyes. Amidst your revelation, you check back in on Dave, because I'm getting paid to write this, so I should probably make the fucking jokes already.
Master of my tool, I'm the ace. Hardware. Got more hose than a gardener. Yard care.
God damn it. Nice. The chaotic and surreal energy of this scene sends a shock of nervous energy down your spine. You feel alarmingly nude without the comfort and familiar warmth of your sweater. There is something about it that grounded you, something that felt like home. Dave concludes his masterpiece with an elaborate series of gas.
Wait,
uhs.
something. Oh god.
What?
The fucking camera,
Is gone.
like, yeah.
Yeah. Also, the thing the narrator has been wearing has never been described as a sweater up until now. It's always been sweatshirt. Also, I forgot about the fireworks in the faucet, or in the sink.
Oh yeah. I don't know what the functional purpose of those being there is.
They got dirty. You gotta clean them.
Yeah. Otherwise, they won't explode right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. That's totally right.
Too much dirt and grime.
Oh.
I had I can't remember if I've talked about this, but I have sort of a tradition wherein every fireworks related holiday, I, with whoever I am with, just torch an action figure. It started as blowing them up with fireworks, but that didn't really work well. So one time, me and my brother just lit a green goblin on fire. And that tradition has carried over to this very day. And at a certain point with my old roommates, we just sort of leaned into the culty aspect. So now there's like a rubber chicken mask and chanting involved. It's a good time. Anyway, just wanted to bring that up. Continue. If we fail the ritual at New Year's,
Oh no. What will happen?
Our crops will be ruined.
No! Yes, as you do.
That's what it does. When I was a kid, me and my friend would take action figures, submerge them in water, put them in the freezer for a couple hours, and then when it completely frozen over, we take ice picks and then chip the ice away to get at the action figure. I don't, like, in retrospect, I don't know why.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yo, alright. Did
It's
y'all
the
ever
one-
have, like,
Yeah.
it's like these, like, little, like, pretty much, it's, these, like, kind of dinosaur, like, skeleton toys that you, like,
Yes!
assemble, but, like, they
Oh
come with,
my
like,
god,
this, like,
yes!
brick of dirt, and it's, like, mine them out.
Yes!
Yeah, that was the dopest shit.
I was a dinosaur kid. I
Me-
had so fucking many of those.
Yo, me too, dinosaurs, actually, do they still make those? I want one now.
Fuck, I do too.
Three. You can look forward next session or next chapter.
Yeah.
They are, okay, you know what? Found it on Amazon. I'm gonna buy one. Alright, don't worry about me. You know, we talk about me streaming. That's my stream. I'll do that.
Despite the fanfic, like, you won't even have a webcam. They'll just listen to you be like, oh my god, this is so cool. Despite the fanfic you've written in your head about a cool kid and his new best robot friend, the reality of the situation sets in. You've yet to make friends with this character, and it all has kind of felt surreal and weird to you. Maybe it's time to zap back and hard reset this continuity to try again.
What does that mean? Feels like I'm missing an important part of the puzzle here.
Oh, did he hear that? How does this work exactly?
Oh, Gran, thank you so much for the donation.
Aw, thanks, Gran.
Sometimes you just narrate what you're thinking. Kind of a baller move.
Why has nobody called you out on this before now? You put your hand on the counter to stabilize yourself, and your fingers brush up against something clandestinely polo. Just barely poking out from beneath a pile of discount plush nobodies is a neatly retail folded shirt. By the way, retail folded shirts, really fucking hard to do.
Oh yeah.
I have never worked in a retail store that has clothing. So I don't have experience with that. I know my old roommate did.
Do we wear the shirt or do we not wear the shirt?
Ooh,
Uh,
that's an amazing question.
We're wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're gonna put the shirt on. You don't want to be the only one not wearing a cool shirt.
Do you need some privacy? I'm not sure where one layer of you ends and the other begins. Doubt the audience cares.
What? Oh, you guys being on the camera like this is kind of fucking whack, you say, so pointedly your sprite even shows up on screen for a second. Yeah, that's right. We went all out for this one. You were wondering if there was a place here that wasn't under constant surveillance? Like, how does this kid take a shit in peace? You know everyone's thinking it.
no, don't click on that.
Don't line up questioning that I'm sure the public at large is eager to know, and the answer to... there was no and. The answer to, but my room isn't wired up, no. That'll get fired up, though. Menagerie is multiplying with me...
Maybe not the second.
Alright, damn.
You accompany Dave down the hallway to his room. You hear the shower on as you pass the bathroom, and you peek in to see your hoodie and a nice gown on the tile being uselessly wetted by a low-pressure stream.
You're welcome, by the way.
Dave motions you to go in first, giving you the privacy you need to change into an extremely starched polo shirt and nothing else. This collar will not go down. This is absolutely what someone in 2009 would think. It's fresh as hell. But, by the way, Homestuck started in 2009.
Yup.
You look around the room for a bit. There's so many things in here. This would be a 13-year-old's wet dream, but to you it just seems a little much. It feels like there's a bunch of things someone thinks. It feels like this is a bunch of things someone thinks they should like. Let the fan art reflect that you've put on the shirt at this point. There isn't a mirror in here, but you can tell that this is someone out there's idea of a look. Oh no. The door opens and Dave is standing there, but not walking in. He's leaned up against the door frame sipping a juice. Where do you get juice? What the fuck?
Apple juice.
Hallway juice, my guy.
Hallway juice.
Oh, you don't keep foodstuff stashed around your house?
Okay, now I'm being attacked.
What do you do when you get hungry?
No, that's not it. Usually just keep it in the fridge or whatever.
Too obvious. Somebody help this useless clown.
You assure Dave that you have met many clowns in your day, and only some of them were useless.
Name one.
You can't. Why did you say that? Clowns are awful. Everyone knows this. Guess he's got you there. You know, despite the overwhelmingly plush decor of the rest of the house, there is a distinct lack of puppets in here.
That's more my bros thing. Not that they aren't deliriously sick. Just a whole hospital ward full of the illest children you've ever seen. Each one more up to pop than the last.
Up to pop?
Yeah, pup. Like puppets.
You're gonna be honest, it doesn't seem like his heart's in it.
Oh, thank
do
you
you
so
mean?
much, Gwendolyn, for the donation.
Oh,
I super duper appreciate it.
Well, it's just that he doesn't really seem to be all that into puppets. It feels a little performative.
Well, I guess I got my own stuff I'm into. Like, if I were to rank it 1 to 10, I'd say puppets are probably a solid 7.
You got this kid on the ropes, just one more push. In fact, you'd even go as far to say the puppet thing sort of sucks. It is extremely weird. The cameras, the hiding things like an animal, it all seems a little, you know, whack. For a while, he just seems to look at you, almost as if he's sizing you up. There is a long stretch where Dave doesn't break eye contact with you as he finishes his cute little juice and crumples it up. It was in a glass bottle, wasn't it?
Don't worry about physics. Dave doesn't give a shit.
Fair. He takes an ambitious shot at the trash can and misses by about 7.5 feet.
Damn, I could have sworn I had game. You're throwing me off, mailman.
Yes, that is correct. You are a faithful employee of the Postal Service.
I mean, I definitely believe you, but let's say I didn't. Let's say I had a cool friend who, even though they're too cool to care about details like this, they were a little skeptical of the whole situation. Maybe they'd want to prove you were who you said you were, before they let you get any closer to their friends. Just throwing that hypothetical out there.
What proof could he possibly need?
Say the oath.
What?
The oath! The mail oath.
Look, the thing about that is...
I mean, unless you aren't really a mailman.
Behind his sunglasses, Dave's eyes shift ever so slightly to what you might describe in a less immediately harrowing situation as a moderately priced looking mall katana mounted on his wall. You realize that maybe now isn't the best time to come clean about your impeccable ruse. You can't believe you have managed to put yourself in mortal peril yet again. You wordlessly chuckle and shake your head. Oh, the situations you get yourself into. Dave, not privy to your private thoughts for once, looks on. Why, of course you can recite the mailman oath, you say with a confidence that is misplaced as it is unfounded. You perk up. Now is your time to shine. Maybe it's the popped collar, but you are feeling good about this one. You got this. You've lied to a ton of kids. One more and it'll be smooth sailing from here on out. You open your mouth and there's a brief moment where everything feels like it's gonna be okay. You immediately start sobbing and crumple into a disgusting mess on the floor.
Oh,
Aww.
fuck. Wow, okay. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're not a real mailman. You never were. Don't even have a real mailman outfit. You're just a fraud. You don't even know how much stamps cost.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh my god. Jesus, just... Okay. It's gotta be alright there,
Dave squats down next to your deflated body and pats you a little awkwardly on what he assumes is your shoulder. You say you're sorry you tricked him. You just wanted to impress him because John said he was so cool.
It's fine, I guess? Fuck, dude. Get a hold of yourself.
He tries to get up, but you were desperately clinging to his shirt, confessing everything. Confessing to made-up crimes you didn't even commit.
Look,
By the way, it's really important to note that Dave is 13. So this is definitely outside of his wheelhouse.
Yeah. I mean, even adult Dave is not the pinnacle of emotional intelligence.
True.
My guy. We all make mistakes. Please stop whatever this is. I'm pretty sure you're harmless. And I don't think you actually killed anyone with your ass or were ever an accessory to burn down an alien mall or whatever insane shit you just said.
God damn it. Spoiler for future chapters, we were 100% an accessory to burning down an alien mall.
Oh, 100%. Definitely. Definitely 100%.
I don't know about killing someone with your ass, but there's some
God,
chapters.
I'm
There are
sure
chapters
that-
left. There's 3 chapters left after this. These 2. Yeah, you kind of got caught up in the moment and just started saying made up shit. You asked Dave if he's mad at you.
Nah, dude. Get up.
Dave helps you back up onto your feet. You come clean in an only slightly more controlled and dignified way this time. You explain how there are these huge gaps in your memory and that you somehow ended up with these abilities that let you traverse space, time, and sometimes even reality itself. Dave doesn't say much for a change, and it doesn't seem like he's listening at first, but you think maybe he just has one of those faces.
Let me get this straight. One day you just appeared in a suburb. No memories except that you have some mysterious teleportation power. You dig through some unsuspecting chumps mail looking for clues. And through some ridiculous universal happenstance, you just happen to stumble upon the most gullible fucking dork in the universe. Befriend him. Also, I'm there via text. Egbert gives you a list of friends to visit. Out of all the choices available to you, myself included, you will go see Rose first. Rose fucking Lalonde. Even though we built up such a good rapport when I told John you weren't a real mailman. Called it, by the way. Your first instinct is to visit the most heavy-handed of all of us for light kinship. A power move, I guess. Mailman out here wave dashing for friendship. Can't even spare a neutral for old Strider. What?
Can't even spare a neutral A for Old Strider. It's a Smash Bros. Reference.
Cool.
Which, by the way, did y'all hear about the Nicktoons Smash clone?
I did.
That has fucking...
And
That's fucking rollback?
it has fucking rollback. Allegedly, it has wave dashing.
No,
and it's
no.
made by the Slap City devs.
No. The preview they showed, Nigel Thornberry totally wave dashed.
Okay. That was a sentence.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
God.
I
Twitter exploded with so many good memes.
Okay, but concept. Because the Nickelodeon Kart Racer has at least one of these. They should put in the live action characters.
No.
Get fucking Spencer from iCarly in there.
I'm hoping for the character from Chalk Zone. I think they'd be a really good fighter.
Yeah, that would be a neat choice. That would be a very cool choice.
I'm trying to think of what other characters I really want in there.
XJ9, put Jenny in the thing.
Yeah, definitely Jenny. What's Illuminati air horn? Sorry. Sorry.
Smashing.
I was just looking at my soundboard, and I was like, "What's an Illuminati air horn?"
Wait, is this a new line?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we went back into the corners. Maybe ranged attack with the D-Man. A tragedy in 2 acts. Both acts are titled Betrayal.
You definitely understand what is being said, and absolutely don't have to ask your friend what some cool video game words mean. You are 100% not pulling the boldest "how do you do, fellow kids" the world has ever seen. Besides, is that really the thing to be focusing on right now?
You fucking wound me, mailman. Of course it is. Nothing is more important to me than this. They say that most humans only use 10% of their brain. That's because I'm using 90% of it to think, how dare you? So anyway, can you really go anywhere? See anybody you want? Sounds nice.
For all but a moment, the act drops, and you see the corner of his mouth tighten a little. The fading afternoon light filters through his sunglasses at just enough of an angle to see his eyes shift ever so slightly towards the window. These subtle movements would surely be lost on most. If you weren't so focused on trying to read him, or even just slightly further away, you might have missed it yourself. There was almost a loneliness in his voice. It must be hard to live here by yourself, so far away from the people who care about you. God damn it, we're on the good route again.
Yeah.
It's possible that
Dang.
you've been so focused on trying to blindly make friends that you've forgotten that in front of you is a real living person. You can't help but wonder if there's something you can do.
You say you can take people with you, right? Like, if you can teleport John around. Would that work with anybody?
This is it. The path to this kid's heart is clear as day. Fuck what you said just now. The friendship juice is so close you can practically fucking taste it. You try not to look excited, affecting Dave's cool persona as you say, "Fuck yeah, you can take people with you." You scope out your fingernails because for some reason, that is what you do when you're acting cool. This works to the full extent it can, coming from someone not just 7 minutes and 32 seconds earlier was rolling around on the floor, damp with their own tears. Did he have some place in mind?
Yeah. I mean, I got some ideas I could bounce off you, I guess. How do you feel about...
Shh. With a swift finger to his mouth, you cut him off. He doesn't seem to like that very much, but you still consider it a successful maneuver. There's no need for words between friends. You know just where he wants to go. Just think really hard about it. Think about where you want to be, Dave. Think about what is important to you. Think about what you really want. It will be more magical this way. Friendship is magic, after all. You just made that up right now. Don't look it up.
Damn, guess that's true.
He closes his eyes and puts a hand on your shoulder. This is it. Putting your trust in the magic of friendship, you focus this power externally as much as you are able. Flashes of distant yet somewhat familiar imagery course through you. The quiet stillness of the suburbs, the smell of the forest, the heat of an apartment rooftop, the ocean breeze. You extend it outward as much as you are able. This is his rodeo. You are merely the vehicle. What the fuck?
Oh, fuck yes.
The two of you stand near a sign that says, "Please wait to be seated." A very cheery hostess has a brief exchange with Dave and ushers the two of you to an open table.
Oh, hell fucking yes.
There is no mistaking it.
I would get my motherfucking breadstick on.
This is absolutely an Olive Garden.
Does Dave even have money?
I think his plan is to dine and dash.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah, that seems like a Dave move.
Or just eat the breadsticks.
Yeah. Yeah, that also seems like a Dave move.
When you're here, you're family, dog.
God, the Fast and Furious memes have fucking ruined Olive Garden for me. Well, I
They
mean,
need to do a brand promotion.
Well,
they gotta do a tie-in.
no, I'm not talking about the Sonic. I'm talking about
No, I know.
Fast and Furious. They didn't do
The
a tie-in.
family thing.
Yeah, the family thing.
Yeah.
Actually, you know
What
what?
I'm saying is they should do a tie-in.
I'm very surprised they didn't. While you're still new to this, you can't really seem to detect any irony in his voice. You thought for sure he'd want to see his friends. You thought you had him figured out.
First and last mistake, Millman. But you'll learn. I'm a mystery. That got that history. Fucks with the plot, my flow's so hot they leave you looking blistery. Radically ambiguous.
Racially.
Racially ambiguous. My rhyme's contagious.
Contiguous.
God damn it. At the OG with my homie, where the breadsticks are continuous.
You don't know what the you know what? Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. You just let him go for a while. You don't even know if that last one rhymed, but fuck it, if you weren't charmed by the little bastard. You lean back in your chair and just absorb it all, sitting in the worst restaurant imaginable with your new rapping teen friend, while other patrons do their best to ignore his incredible rhymes. After a short while, Dave abruptly stops freestyling, and you open your eyes.
Open
fuck.
your eyes, Link.
Link!
Damn, that was
The
good.
blood moon rises, Link!
Oh fuck. Oh.
So apparently, I've heard that the blood moon exists because when it doesn't exist, it causes the game to just uncontrollably crash all the time.
Huh.
Also, the reason that the whole blood moon rises Link thing speech happens is so the game can load all the enemies back in.
Yep, that makes sense.
No, your sprite doesn't have a watch drawn on it.
It's breadstick 30, no watch necessary. Fuck me, I love breadsticks. Never talk about it. This is a very real and hidden character trait that nobody knows about me.
Well, that sounds like a very real and hidden character trait that nobody knew about him. And we are certainly not finding this out now because of a series of seemingly unrelated events that probably changed the continuity of this universe, allowing these sort of otherwise narratively unimportant traits to shine through. Wow, he is really going to town on those breadsticks. Maybe this is all friendship needs to be. Spending some quality time face to face with a solid bro, and just absolutely decimating some bottomless breadsticks at a bad chain Italian restaurant. Maybe the real lesson here is friendship doesn't have to be a grand gesture or high adventure. Maybe the real friends...
I understand you're having a moment, but I'm absolutely going to eat your breadsticks if you don't stop talking about what friendship means to you.
Haha, yeah man, whatever you want.
Hell yeah.
Good end! Why are they crying?
Breadsticks
Tears
are
of
that
joy.
good.
Oh, fair. Alright, time to load up the bad ends.
All right.
Nah, shit.
Don't wear the shirt. Actually, you think you're fine as is. No reason to shake it up with yet another outfit we'll have to eventually pay someone to draw. Let's take a second. Reel it in for a little bit. What the fuck is going on here? Isn't this really messed up?
No, what's messed up? Is how you deny my hospitality like this? I offer you someone else's property that you have to find hidden amongst countless lifeless puppet corpses. And this is the thanks I get? Real cold, mailman. Damn, maybe I'll wear this shirt to protect me from this chill.
Ah, enough! Okay. Like, why isn't he in school? It's the middle of April.
It's spring break, bro. Besides, I always subscribe to the School of Hard Knocks. Also, several YouTube channels and periodicals. So, pretty sweet deal over here, actually.
You know he isn't really like this. You know he doesn't like living like this.
Oh, damn, is that true?
Oh, there's the camera again.
What am I like? Apparently, we got the foremost expert in Dave lore here. PhD in Strider Dynamics. It's the first day of school, and I'm here in class eager to learn. Got my pencil out, my freshest fit on. Got my dope new Trapper Keeper with the Lisa Frank dolphins on it. Look at them, they're smiling like assholes. One blue, one pink, so we know it's not gay. Poor bastards don't know they're a cartoon.
Ah.
Saddest story I've ever heard.
Hello? Oh, there it is.
Am I gonna get fucking content ID for that?
Hope not.
By the way, you can't see my head. My face is in my hands. I was not expecting. Like, why was it labeled like that? Wait, no, it can't be.
There it is. We have to hear these on a delay because they don't come through on Discord. But
I just googled air horn soundboard.
incredible, fantastic, wonderful, excellent.
Gucci.
Okay. The little camera switches its focus from Dave back to you, gauging your reaction. Ignoring it, you assert that you just aren't trying to say you know him, just that...
That what?
Okay, clearly you've struck some sort of nerve here, but...
Nah, we're good. Tell me more about my situation. You really have been spending time with Rose, haven't you? Got me all figured out. Don't worry, if you gotta look at the Wikipedia article for abandonment issue or whatever, I can wait.
Despite how flat his voice is coming out, his body language has made a telltale shift. He's standing leaned up against the back of the futon. His hands are stuck in his pockets. It would almost seem like he was sulking if you weren't so convinced he wanted to kick your ass. No.
Yes.
At the edge of your vision, you sense some movement. You didn't catch it exactly, but you're convinced it was there. You look over there and there's nothing to be seen. Perhaps another hidden camera? There is something unsettling about being watched this whole time. There it is again! Every now and then, your eyes catch the slightest presence of something moving just out of sight. The whole place feels like it's faintly shifting around. Amid scanning the room, a particularly fucked up looking puppet catches your attention. These little shits are everywhere, but this awful little man's eyes stops your heart for just a moment. Its cold eyes pierce you. Its plastered smile judges you. You look at it as briefly as possible, for no other reason than to note how unsettling it is before looking back to Dave. What the fuck?
What? Oh, that's just Cal. Cal's the realist.
He certainly seems real to you. You could have sworn he just moved around on his own.
Yeah, man, he does that. Oh, don't think about it too hard.
See, this is what you mean.
It's not that deep. Look, I know you got some hero complex or something. Gotta swoop in and save these kids from themselves. Well, bad news, kid. That's not what this is, and heroes aren't real. John and I understand, but fooling Rose too? The insane tricks this guy must have pulled.
Dave has shifted his weight forward. While his voice has not risen above a low mumble, this is enough of a tell to know that maybe you should back off. This friendship thing is tougher than you thought.
You're still on about that, huh? Look, I'm no expert on friendship. Minus the fact that I absolutely am. But you ever think maybe coming to someone's home and fucking with their day-to-day life is a little rude? Just a hypothetical. As per normal, I'm stone cold unbothered by this turn of events. A stoic bastion in the...
You're sorry, did he just say stoic?
No, it's a stoic. What? Yeah. Stoic. Like unmoved. I'm gonna keep saying it right.
Does he mean stoic? Game froze.
Oh,
Ah.
come on, video game.
Come on.
We know you can do it.
I mean... I guess.
Ah, peas, you've done it now. You weren't trying to embarrass him. Oh, jeez. You try and comfort him by saying that it's okay if he's never heard anyone say the word before. Maybe he's only seen it in text. He frowns and goes quiet. This does not seem to be helping. The kid is completely shut off now. You try and pretend to bring up the puppets again. No dice. You even pretend to be super jazzed about Cal or whatever its name was, seemingly shadow stepping around the apartment. Wow, so cool. Nothing. Dave takes out his phone and begins texting. Ah, is this about you? Oh, Beans, is he telling your new friends about how you beefed it? This could ruin everything. Desperate... stop it, Cal. Desperate times call for desperate measures. And this is the most desperate time you can recall. A friendship is on the line. Cal continues to phase in and out like a poorly animated anime character, moving so fast you can't keep up. You take a few steps towards Dave. You've got to get him out of here, and you know just where to take him. About a half second into your stealth mission, you clumsily step on a puppet, and it makes a pathetic squeak. Dave stops for a second, but after a few moments, returns to texting at the speed of sound, whoever's on the other end. Cheese and crackers, you can hear the notification sounds popping off. Whoever it is responding back. You can't waste any more time. You teleport yourself as silently as you can. Besides you, Cal's disgustingly limp body flops haphazardly on top of a shelf. Guess he's done? There's no time for this. You slowly reach out your hand. Time to get out of here and fix this. A large adult hand grabs you by the wrist. You turn to see it belongs to a muscular man in pointy sunglasses. He wouldn't exactly describe as a twink. Not exactly a hunk, but most certainly not a bear either. And in fact, why don't you talk about this for several times? Oh shit! Before you begin your extremely important debate, you are flung unceremoniously out of a high-rise apartment complex window. As you freefall, you think, maybe he was more of a twunk. It's worth noting that Cal moves because Dave's bro moves him, and as fast
He's
as
very fast.
yeah, as fast as Cal is, bro is even faster to the point where you cannot perceive him.
Whoa, he's fast. Wait, it's not his speed. He must be using the Chaos Emeralds to warp.
I should have known not to mention speed. Okay, let's see what this air horn is.
Hey, Sega. Where's the Sonic visual novel?
That's just the PS2 startup noise. Why is that? Whatever. Okay, next. Save. The shower? What? The shower?
Yeah, it spilled, so I tossed it in there. Ran the hot water. You can thank me later.
Won't someone need that? You don't want to put anyone out. You've already taken up so much of their hospitality. Also, you don't think that's how you're supposed to wash clothes.
No, this is a perfectly normal way to wash clothes. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you just don't take them off. Just walk into the shower with them on and wash that way.
Yeah, get all sudsy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bring some plates and dishes. Get the
get,
Yeah.
get the dishes washed.
yeah.
It's
Bring-
multitasking.
Bring your
Yeah.
pet.
Bring your pet. Fucking get that little furry friend washed.
Yeah, bring your bro. Clean your bro.
I wonder what would happen if I took Muffin into the shower with me.
That sounds like it would end badly.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever bathe Muffin?
No, she doesn't get terribly dirty.
I cannot imagine the only outcome I can see from bringing a cat deliberately into a shower would be lots of wounds,
Mm-hmm.
lots of very slippery, soapy. Oh God! And you'd have the soap, and it
Oh,
would
that would sting.
Yeah. Nah. Oh wait, that's you.
Nah, my bro's out for a while. It happens sometimes. Probably puppet related.
He avoids the laundry minefield by opting for the nuclear option. Though you guess that makes sense, there are a lot of puppets around, which strikes you as extremely normal and reasonable and not even a little whack.
not even
Yeah,
a
puppets
little
rule. End of story. Shit, close the book on that one. Time for a Betty by again. Little man about to get his 8 to 10 on snug as a bug on a fucking rug. Tucked the fucking tight as it can be on his way to Slumberland. Nemo who? Never fucking heard of him.
God, that is a fucking reference.
Shit, hold on.
He sets up to fish something out of his pocket. Ah! A phone. You put a phone... He gets a phone from his pocket. I'm not sure what you were thinking. As a perfectly normal human being from a 100% real and tangible Earth, you know what a cell phone is. What, is that a first gen? Yikes. He ignores your jab and you pretend not to be reading over his shoulder, though it probably could not be more obvious that you are.
Hi! Did you meet the mailman?
Like we have gone over this time and time again. How do I put this in terms you can understand? Have you ever met a mailman in your life? Even in that shitty Costner flick you love, the dude has the decency to at least wear the outfit.
Haha, I knew you watched it.
No, I never waste my precious time watching even a single one of the Z-list garbage you try to wreck me. I'm just stating the stone cold facts. I just read an outline and browsed a few review sites to see what people were saying.
I don't know. It sounds like that probably took a lot more time and effort than just watching the movie itself.
What I'm saying is, this isn't a mailman. I don't even think this is a person. You have thrust a person-styled entity into my life under the alluring guise of parcel delivery. Which, if I'm understanding right, this clown isn't even very good at. Which, if I'm understanding right, this clown isn't even good at on account of how bad they bungled the delivery that night. At least Lunde had the good sense to be skeptical of this absolute fucking tomfoolery.
Don't be a dick. The mailman is cool.
John, I cannot stress this enough. You wouldn't know cool if it bit you right in the ass. Can you imagine?
No.
The dopest person you ever met chopping away, just really getting up in there, ice cold and ear deep in a king's fist of ass.
The hell are you talking about?
Try to keep up, Egbert. This will be on the quiz.
Huh?
Huh?
Hmm?
Sorry, I muted my mic so I could eat something.
Oh, gotcha.
He looks uncharacteristically startled as he glances back in your direction to find you only a few inches away, adamantly reading his private conversation with a friend.
Jesus Christ, you're like a cat. How much of that did you see?
You definitely didn't see him having a playfully flirtatious chat with a longtime friend, if that's what he's asking you. Dave desperately tries to refocus on his game hijinks. He makes his character, who you can see he has named as Tony Cock, do what could be described as some insane flips and shit. Masterful.
There's nothing at all flirtatious about two bros discussing eating ass. Just being straight as two arrows who are also straight. I mean, how would that even work? It wouldn't, that's how. That's all there really is to say about that.
You reassure him that it's okay to be honest with his feelings. You're not here to judge him. John seems very nice. They would be cute together.
Together? Like how? No, don't tell me. I actually don't give even a single shit about this line of thought. You might not have picked this up, but I'm definitely 100% not a homosexual. Pretty much crawling in moist, voluptuous hose on the regular.
Wait, hoes are real? What?
Hell yeah, those are real.
And they're damp?
Shit, it's like I got a star at square one with this hapless asshole. What school do you go to?
The utter astonishment you feel as this earth-shattering revelation sends your consciousness for a spin, but you manage to steel yourself. This isn't your first stuffed customer. You tell Dave that hose is a gender-neutral term. Anyone can be a hoe if they believe in themselves. Hoe-like behavior has no limits, no master.
Yeah.
Despite just learning they were real mere moments ago, you're confident that to be a hoe is to be free.
Oh. That's pretty dope, I guess. It's not... It's not like I've ever thought of it. I mean, for the ironic payoff, obviously. Can you imagine the look on his face? His best bro coming up to him with some dire news. I look up at him with red tears as I put a hand on his shoulder.
Don't say red. Oh, red with tears. I got immortal flashbacks.
Oh,
As I put a hand on his shoulder and say, John, not to alarm you, but I'm gay. And now your clueless dipshit wows have finally won me over. No, that sucks.
his speech has become even quicker than normal as he stands and paces frantically around the apartment, absolutely abandoning his poor Tony.
I mean, and this is purely hypothetical. If I liked anyone, which I don't on account of being too fucking smooth to tie myself down, it would probably be another one of my friends. You don't know her, she's not from around here.
Is he talking about, Jade?
Probably, yeah.
So that basically means I can't have a thing
A thing.
for John. Case closed. My unanimous decision, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. Me.
It seems to you he's got a lot to think about, and maybe this is a little heavy for the first meeting. You already feel emotionally exhausted.
No fucking way we're in this for the long haul, partner. We aren't interested in this shit. You and me are fighting on the front lines of the of is he isn't he War One. Troops were spilling over the embankment onto the teeth with various literature and pamphlets. I'm already learning so much about myself.
Oh. Is that good?
The enemy is at the gates of my sexuality, and our air support is nowhere to be seen. If I don't make it, tell my wife or maybe husband I died like I lived. Completely bothered in every conceivable way.
This conversation train has not just gone off the rails, but is crashing headfirst in the nearest village. Just some unsuspecting hamlet fallen prey to this out-of-control ride. This is no longer a conversation you have a say in. You desperately look around the room for anything else to talk about. So, puppets, right?
Oh, no. You fucked up, mailman. You opened the floodgates of introspection. We are balls deep in the discourse waters, and there's nobody to blame but yourself.
He stops pacing to look contemplative. His voice lowers to a mumble. Is he still talking to you? Does he still want to talk about this or not? It is nearly impossible to tell.
Now, okay, hear me out. Do I have to come up with a gay name now? Or can I still be Dave? I'm thinking Gabe, but let's not kid ourselves, that's the amateur choice. Obviously, my full title would be Gabe Strider Dick Rider.
Okay, that's enough. There's gotta be a better way than this. You are so tired.
All right, and that was Dave's route.
Wait.
How's everyone?
Wait.
Oh,
One more to play Dave out.
Oh.
Oh, wait, that was supposed to be Horn with DJ. What the fuck?
what did it do?
Just a single ding.
Oh.
He's in, boys! He did it! He said it!
Sure.
I do like the ding.
All
but,
right, that was Dave's route.
That was Dave's route.
Oh, thank fuck.
How's everyone doing?
How's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling?
How you be, chat?
How you be? Thus far in the stream, we have raised a total of, let's see. I am just double checking the donations. Give me one moment. Oh, hold on. We actually just got a new one. Hold on, let me. Damn! Thank you so much, Millie, for the $50 donation.
Yo, Millie, what up?
Holy shit. So far with that one, let's see. We got We've raised just about $95 thus far during the stream.
Yo.
Thank you all so much.
Damn.
Sick and nasty.
The sickest
right.
and nastiest. I think that
Hell yeah.
calls for what's the long one?
Damn, I wish there was a way we could hear the things as they were happening.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Oh, it's a fireworks sound. Cool. Or like an alarm. Either way, neat. Hell yeah.
Neat.
Super neat. I'm gonna go take a bathroom break.
Yes.
Cool.
That would be a good time for a break.
We
Yes.
have more Pesterquest coming.
We have 4 more chapters. 1 more
Yep.
where I'll continue to play these goddamn laser and air horn sounds, and then 3 where I probably won't, except for when you least expect it.
I might take my slide whistle out and do it slightly away from the microphone so it is not ear splitting.
Thank you.
But yes. But yeah, next up is going to be Jade's chapter, the encore chapter of Jade. Because last time, once again, no audio on Joe's end.
Sorry.
It is okay.
And
We
Jade's,
all still love you.
Jade's chapter is also extremely good.
Extremely good. Very well written, very introspective, very sad. Cannot wait for it. Also, I get to voice act in this one, and I am excited for that one. And I think I voice act in the next one too, because the next one is Jake, right?
Yes.
And I was gonna do Jake.
Yes.
I am excited to.
Wait, no, should we give... No, never mind.
Mhm.
I'm doing Dirk because
Yes.
that seems important. So I guess
Yeah.
Autumn gets to do Roxy.
That makes sense.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. I'm very much looking forward to the Alpha Kids, or the rest of the Alpha Kids rather. Because we did Jane already. I need to. There's like a fan venture. That's the word. There's a fan venture that stars Jane in like a different interpretation of where her character would go post game, one that's better and less fascisty. I need to read that one. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Burning Down the House. I know that's the name of one of them. If it is that one, go read that one. It's pretty good. From what I hear. I haven't read much. But yeah. Really quick before we get started with Jade's route, I am also going to use the restroom, so be right back.
Okay. Let's actually throw out the break time, and I'm gonna mute myself. Totally not so I can get my daily Genshin Impact thing.
I'm back and I got a handful of cashews. Oh, I'm back. Oh, hello. Can chat hear us? Yo, what up, chat?
I know they can hear me.
How y'all doing on this fine day?
So I've been checking out Guilty Gear Strive,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually kind of really like it.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm arguing with myself if I should actually buy it. Oh, yo, Diggle, that's so cool.
Yo! It's fucking radical.
Hello, I return.
Welcome back.
But yeah, this has been such a good time so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can't wait to
Alright,
be
but-
emotionally devastated.
Hell yeah.
For a question, what's everyone's favorite nut?
No comment.
Hey, don't. Hey, get your head out of the gutter. I just asked them cashews. I'm thinking about nuts. They're good.
Okay.
Okay. Ah, hell yeah, Digglerath. But yeah, I don't think I've had these like just alone, but I do like anything hazelnut flavored.
Oh, hazelnut's good. Have y'all ever had cashews on pizza?
Yes.
No.
It's good shit.
Yeah, that's
Highly
really good.
recommend.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly like I used to be very strictly like sort of basic when it came to my pizza topping choices. Like I was a very, very, very picky eater. I only ever wanted cheese pizza. Even pepperoni was like too much for me.
Ooh.
Now though, I'm like, yeah, get some fucking jalapenos on that shit, some like onions or whatever, mushrooms, fuck yeah.
Oh fuck yeah!
God,
Get some fucking
mushrooms.
artichoke.
Mushrooms go on
I haven't
everything.
had that.
Ooh, artichoke's real good.
Artichoke's also really good.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna lie. I almost bought mushrooms for our surprise later to add in, but then I realized no, that's a bad idea.
Oh god. But yeah. Pizza good.
Pizza
real good.
is surprisingly good.
Pizza. It's good. Is pizza good? The answer may surprise you. It is yes.
I am surprised.
Good. That was the goal. That was the plan.
The plan.
The plan. Okay, let's get started.
Hell yeah.
We got
All
a
right.
long way to go.
Hell yeah.
Game froze.
Keep it going.
Stop freezing, Pesterquester.
Pesterquester, this isn't even that resource intensive.
Quest pest.
Ooh, ice cream sounds really good.
Ooh, that does sound good. It's been days, and your stomach still hasn't recovered from Olive Garden. You can't spend forever moping around. There are friends to make, damn it! Well, just one left in the set. Her name is Jade Harley, and though all three of your new pals consider them good friends with her, they know strikingly little about her life. The most you've gleaned is that she lives on a mysterious island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean with her grandfather and some uncommon breed of dog. Their communication with her has been limited to internet messages and packages sent to a P.O. box in some podunk town called Hauntswitch. John said he would message her and see if he couldn't provide an address, but you don't want to wait. Throwing yourself headlong into friendship has always worked for you. Oh, so you close your eyes, think islandy thoughts, and hope it works. But something strange happens as you channel your powers. A large bark echoes somewhere in the distance, and nuclear green energy sparks in the air around you. You catch a split-second glimpse of a massive green sun, and then you hit the ground on your hands and knees. The whole event couldn't have taken more than a second or two. You blink and focus. You blink and focus your vision. You are inside a room. The floor is smooth and white, and disruptingly, the monitor in front of you are a set of similarly white paws attached to a lussus. You mean an animal. You slowly stagger up and look him over. He is a very large and fluffy dog, his snout held up high. A long green tongue hangs from his open mouth as he pants lightly, and the air around him crackles with electricity, making the fur on his back stand on end. Something about him feels so familiar to you, familiar twice over. His fuzzy and regal form reminds you of a warmth you once knew, but those neon sparks fill your stomach with dread. At the very least, he seems friendly. He leans in and drags his rough tongue along your cheek, leaving it tingling. His tail wags swiftly back and forth as he keeps nosing at you. He seems fascinated. Aww.
Beck! Down, boy!
It is this friendly demeanor of his that leaves you shocked when he moves aside, and you find yourself staring down the barrel of a rifle. It is held aloft by a bespectacled young lady in a sensible skirt, who really has no business pointing such a big fucking gun at you.
Okay, please don't panic and don't make any sudden moves. I've never shot a living being before, and it would make me very sad if I had to start now.
Oh, okay, this is happening now. Is this Jade? She doesn't sound like Jade, based on what John told you. She looks more like a Gigi anyways. Or maybe a Lynn? Right, the gun. Don't get sidetracked. You slowly raise your hands and surrender, and try to put your most inoffensive expression. You tell her that if she started shooting living beings, you would be pretty sad too, so why didn't she put the gun down? Put down the gun and...
No way! I don't want to shoot you, but you are clearly a dangerous and unpredictable being, and I need to make sure I stay safe. My grandpa taught me a lot about gun safety and trigger discipline in case anything bad ever happened to me.
I like to point out that her finger is indeed on the trigger right now, which is not good trigger discipline.
Yeah. So I know that good trigger discipline means keeping your finger on the trigger at all times in case you need to blow something to bits.
The American way.
Now let me make things clear to you. I'm a very clever girl, and you won't be able to fool me as easily as you fooled the others.
Jade's not American, is she?
No! She lives in a random island in the Pacific.
She's probably closer to being British than American with her father. Or her grandfather. Isn't her grandfather English?
I mean... Yeah... Well...
Beck is more of a large dog than a wolf. Anyway, she's not American. I don't think it's ever explained exactly where her island is.
I do think they give coordinates. I think it's somewhere in the Pacific.
Wow. Oh, right. Of course they give coordinates. Yeah, she doesn't have a home country, does she?
Not really.
That's kind of sad.
Jake lived in America.
Right.
But he also kind of lived all over the place. Just a lot of complicated cursed lore that we won't get into here because it's bad.
Yep. Reminder, don't support official Homestuck stuff. Don't buy stuff from What Pumpkin. They're apparently really weird and litigious and, like, not terribly friendly.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh. There's a new line. It's very obvious to me what you've been doing, and I knew you would eventually show up if I waited long enough. Sure enough, John messaged me not too long ago to let me know you wanted to visit, and so I prepared myself for your arrival. You've come to interfere with our lives, and now I want to know why.
Suno, Jade actually is extremely friendly. She's just, a little startled that someone teleported directly into her room.
As one would tend to be.
Also, hi Suno.
Oh.
Streaming's going pretty well so far.
Yeah. So you'd better start talking, okay?
Okay, you say. What does she want to talk about? You're well versed in a variety of eclectic subjects, so you can go on about basically anything. Wrestling? Postmodern art? Controversial opinions on traditional jurisprudence? But you get the feeling that this isn't interrogation, and you really have no idea what she's interrogating you over.
That's a very likely story. I can put two and two together pretty easily, you know. You've never showed up in any of my dreams before, and now none of those dreams are coming to pass. Not to mention that I don't even see Prospit when I go to sleep anymore.
Oh, right. Yeah, she's also mad at us because we may have completely ruined her future and purpose in life.
Possibly. You know. And that can only mean you've derailed the forces of fate. You destroyed John's copy of Spurb, and somehow that changed everything. Not only could John not begin the game, none of us could, and none of the meteors hit like they were supposed to. It was like the universe changed its very fabric to bend to your evil whims.
Whoa, evil? That's a little harsh. You'll cop to stupid, but evil is way too much.
Don't play dumb with me. What else could motivate you to stop us from fulfilling our destiny as heroes? Fuck, I lost the word.
Inevitable?
No, incompetence, there it is.
Oh, yes, incompetence. Heroes? John and friends are very nice, but they don't exactly strike you as heroes.
That's because you don't know them like I do. You haven't seen the shrines on Prospit, or heard stories from the Queen, or seen them in the clouds growing into brave and wonderful people. And now I'm beginning to suspect that those things will never come to pass. John's birthday came and passed without any fanfare, except for him supposedly befriending a strange mailman. And that day, the internet was full of people complaining that their beta copies of Spurb weren't working, and there was a huge scandal with the company. A little while later, I found out that this mailman was talking with Rose and had magical powers. I know a thing or two about magical powers, or at least powers which seem to be magical to those who haven't studied their logical sources. But yours are totally different from anything I've seen. At first I thought you must be an advanced Dursite agent come to sabotage us. But you definitely aren't from Durs. Maybe a Prospition double agent? I also consider the weird trolls who keep pestering me. But they've all weirdly gone quiet and don't really give me that vibe. And obviously you aren't human.
Whoa, hang on. You are a human, right? She tilts her head and gives you a little really kind of look, and your stomach twists into knots.
The more I look at you, the more I start to think you're like
How do I explain this? Okay, do you know what a furry is?
Okay, wow, okay. That question is more loaded than her gun. Yes?
Alright, so a lot of artists I follow do YCH commissions, and you remind me of one of those.
What's twice? Oh, your character
Your
here.
character here? Oh, yeah. Does that make sense?
You have no idea what a YCH is. You cautiously ask her.
It stands for your character here. Hell yeah. Basically, an artist will draw a pose or scenario, but instead of putting in an actual character, they will leave a blank outline like a mannequin. You pay them to put your own character there. And when I look at you, I feel like I'm looking at one of those blank spaces. My intuition doesn't tell me anything about you, and you've never showed up in my dreams. You're like my best friend Beck over here. A complete wild card, something I can't figure out. Which brings me to my point.
She'd almost let her gun drop, and you had almost forgotten she was holding it, but she hefts it back up to point at you and steals her gaze.
You are going to tell me why you came here and did what you did. And then you're going to help fix it.
That rifle is really starting to bother you.
Well, I think the perfectly normal and absolutely not dangerous option is to try and get the gun away from her.
Of course.
Yeah.
You can't let a good opportunity slip between your fingers again. You need to disarm her before she accidentally blows you to smithereens. There must be something else that will get her guard down. You ask about her grandfather, the one who taught her about guns. He must surely be a reasonable and mature man. Perhaps it might be best to bring him into the discussion. You could sit down, have tea, drop the gun.
I don't know.
Yeah, Jesus, that is a terrible way to hold a gun.
No, yeah, no, that's how you break your sternum.
Yeah.
Grandpa does love his tea time with guests, but usually conversations with him are really one-sided.
Oh, is he that stubborn?
Well, yes, he's a pretty obstinate man and a total blowhard. But as well, you might find him difficult to talk to on account of the fact that he is also a stuffed corpse.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. That checks out. This is fine. Everything's fine. You love guest starring in a goddamn Hitchcock movie. This girl is clearly too unstable to be reasoned with. You need to disarm her and prompto. You steer
Did you just say prompto? Like the Final Fantasy character?
Like the best boy.
Pronto. God damn it, I did say prompto. Who also uses a gun. That's my excuse. You steer the topic away from the grandfather she surely murdered and wait for another lull in the conversation. When her eyes start to wander and her grip slackens, you spring forward and reach for the rifle. She shrieks and goes for the trigger, but before she can fire, an ear-splitting bark rings in your ears, and the world explodes into neon green. You feel weightless and empty, cocooned in bitter cold. For half a second, you think you just got avocadavered, but then you glance around and see the stars. An iridescent light show twinkling all around you, painting the vast expanse with beaded glimmers. It is transcendent. It is beautiful. You are at peace. Or maybe that's just the asphyxiation talking?
Well, there's one ending down. Interesting, though. We have lungs.
Oh yeah. Protag needs to breathe.
Yeah. Is the air horn going off for you yet?
There it is. All right. time to not do the dumb thing.
Okay, yeah, time to just explain ourselves. Alright, pretty much everyone except John has called you on your bullshit this far, so you may as well give her the full confession. You absolutely did change the course of reality, but it was the result of a genuine fuck-up, not ill intent. It's kind of a long story, but you relate it as best as you can. Your bizarre lack of memory, an encounter with a bizarre and magical artifact, the way you blundered into John's life and destroyed his mail as a result of your highly relatable social anxiety. The girl listens intently as you explain what brought you here, and then you offer an apology. You think that you have irreversibly altered the very fabric that threads her cosmos together. There's probably no way of putting things back like they were and letting this lady go back to her golden dream quest, or whatever she was blathering about while you were distracted by her very deadly gun?
Okay. You sound very sincere, and I'd like to believe you. So I'll take you at your word for now. Whatever shenanigans you involved yourself in, I trust that you did not intend to cause any problems. Let's put all this ugly business behind us.
The girl holsters her rifle, and you breathe a long sigh of relief.
Sorry about all that. I promised I only had the best of intentions.
It's cool, you tell her. You get the distinct feeling that you've dealt with much worse.
Yeah, I'd imagine a space hopper like you has been to all sorts of cool and dangerous places. I'm kind of jealous, really. But anyway, we never properly introduced ourselves. My name is Jade, and my dog's name is Becquerel. What's yours?
Huh. You know, you think this is the first time you've ever been asked for your name. Ever. You almost forget you had one. You tell Jade your name.
Huh. That's a very unique sounding name. I like it.
I bet we don't get to hear the name until the final chapter, and it's going to be some fucking plot twist. You tell Jade that you like her name too, and she beams at you.
Thank you! I'm so glad my grandpa gave me this name. It's so pretty and fairly unique and just very likable. Anyway, why don't I show you around? I can give you a tour of the house and we can get to know each other a little better.
Oh, that sounds great! You're an expert on taking tours of other people's houses, which makes sense, since you don't exactly have your own house. Jade stares sadly at you.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
No, it's cool. You have magic now, so the trade-off is probably pretty fair.
Right. Well, this is of course my room. As you can see, I have a ton of pretty posters. This is my favorite. It was a gift from Dave, and I love it to pieces, even though it's honestly pretty dumb looking, but that's the point.
Oh, she's referring to Sweet Brown
Yep.
Holotiff. She gestures to a poster of Dave's webcomic guys, with animal attributes scribbled onto them. Most of the other posters also feature anthropomorphic fauna, drawn with slightly more finesse. It all gives you a very furry vibe. But not in a bad way, you clarify. Her lips twitch in irritation, and it occurs to you that people are probably constantly either clowning on her for liking furry stuff, or reassuring her that they aren't about to clown on her for liking furry stuff.
Well, I don't actually dress up in suits or any of that nonsense. But I really love animals, and I think it is fun to imagine what it would be like to be one. Which is why I own so many animal toys, like the Manthro chaps, who are very silly but dignified fellows who are part animal and part Victorian era gentle, sir.
Jade gestures to a pile in the corner, heaped high with plushies and dolls of all sorts. Many of them look like man-animal abominations with curling mustaches, and others feature bright and puffy squid-like creatures.
Oh, and these are my squiddles. They are based off of a cartoon show. Rose says it's a bad show, but I don't believe her.
Sorry. Jade fishes through the toy pile and retrieves a dark, bluish-black toy.
This one is Inkabel. She is my favorite. In one episode, she gets lost in the murky brine swallows and spends years completely alone, lost without any of her friends.
Oh, that's a reference to Homestuck plot, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Doesn't Jade or someone get stuck?
Oh wait, yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an allusion to that time in the post-retcon timeline, wherein June just like disappears because she was teleporting around with the retcon weapon, and Jade, as a result, just spends the entire trip alone.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But in the end, her friend Podlight tracks her down and saves her. It seemed so bleak the first time I watched it that I literally cried, but I realized in the end that it was a very poignant tale.
Jade smiles wistfully down at the plush in her hand. She glances from it to another one and the squiddles, and her expression tightens. She squeezes the doll just a little too hard, causing a horrendous beachy squeak.
I guess in retrospect, that was pretty silly though. I mean, it was just a kid's show.
Steven Universe has made me cry on multiple occasions.
Oh yeah, 100% same. Not that it's very difficult to make me cry, in fairness, but
No, specifically, it's the one where Steven and Connie get mindfulness training because of
that one was
events-
pretty emotional.
because of
I remember.
events that occurred in my past.
Haha. I remember crying due to the one episode with Amethyst in the hole.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Also, the last episode of Steven Universe, not before the movie, and Steven Universe Future, where he dances with himself, and it's super fucking powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jade's a very, very likable character.
Yeah, Jade is like the one. Jade is just pure. Jade's never done anything wrong. Yeah.
Well, she did almost shoot us.
In
Yeah.
self-defense. We did teleport into her room suddenly.
You know
Yeah.
what? That's fair. That's fair. She probably should have just shot us. Just immediately.
Jade's still smiling as she tosses the doll onto her bed, but she puts too much force into the throw, that it goes careening off the edge with a wheeze. You hear it plop onto the floor and magnetize itself to another squiddle. Its voice box lets out a wee little "Yay!" Jade stands up and brushes off her skirt. Her eyes fall to her bedspread, which features a striking cloud design. She sighs slowly and then assumes a bright smile once more.
Anyway, let's go explore the rest of the house, shall we? I've got so much to show you.
Jade hikes up her skirt and skitters down the spiral staircase, 2 steps at a time. You're a little interested in the high-tech device laying on a workbench near her bed, and a glowing green crystal that you think is literally uranium? But Jade's already gone, so you tear your eyes away and follow. Yes, Jade is like extremely head pattable.
It's true.
I want to like
So fluffy.
I just kind of want to fluff her hair, but or tussle her hair in a older sibling way.
Hey,
Got to
champ.
have hair that long and fluffy.
Yeah. The landing below her room is small and cylindrical, and features only a gray closet-looking device and a platform on the floor.
My room is at the top of the tower, but this transportalizer will take us to the garden pretty quick and easy.
She hops on and disappears in a flash of green light. You're a little nonplussed, but you've seen weirder. You step on the platform, hear a light click beneath your feet, and an instant later, you're standing in a lush garden atrium. Oh, it's an aquarium. There are exotic plants as far as the eye can see, ranging from psychedelic floral arrangements to tropical fronds to fruits and vegetables. Tall windows blanket the walls and allow sunlight to stream in. And said windows are coated in a steamy mist. You feel like you just got clotheslined by a rainforest.
It's beautiful, right?
Jade opens her arms and spins around, gesturing to her various garden stations. You nod. It really is.
Gardening is another one of my favorite hobbies. It's a great way to get your hands dirty and do some real work. And the end result is really vibrant and beautiful. There's a bug that is like kind of flying around my desk.
No.
What's poppin'? And the oh wait,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
already read that.
I don't think you did. Oh no, you did.
Yeah, and the
Okay.
end result is really vibrant. And, yeah,
Jade waves her rough and callous hands at you, and then strokes her finger along the pinkish petal of an anemone and hums a little tune towards it. One of its leaves seems to curl towards her touch. Isn't an anemone a sea creature?
it is.
Wait.
Maybe it'll explain it.
Oh no! Anemones are flowers.
Oh,
The thing we were thinking of. No?
oh well, I guess the ones underwater
Or sea anemones.
are always like prefaced with sea anemones.
Yeah, that would be why. TIL. When Jade pulls away,
Alright.
she skips toward one of the windows and motions for you to follow her. Also, cheesecake good.
Cheesecake, really good.
It's a beautiful island vista.
Is cheesecake
Oh no.
a
Cheesecake-
pie or a
cheese-
cake?
Cheesecake's a pie.
Bread.
I mean, technically it's an open-faced sandwich? No, it's a, fuck, what is it?
Last night I caused similar chaos by asking if Honey Bunches of Oats was granola or cereal.
Yes.
It's both.
Granola is cereal.
This is the truth.
Really,
Hot-
anything
hot-
can be cereal if you put it in a
Hot
bowl
take.
of liquid.
Hot take. Honey Bunches of Oats, pretty good cereal.
Okay. Technically, a cheesecake is a, bread bowl.
Yeah, as I just said, it's bread.
No,
Everything is bread.
it's not bread.
Think of food, it's bread.
Well, bread is cereal.
Oh, it's bread.
No, bread is cereal.
Bread can be cereal.
We had an entire fucking podcast episode about this.
Yes, and seriously, Gwendolyn is so fucking right. You are the smartest, biggest brain human, because cereal is a salad.
Wait.
Get wrecked.
Wait. Is the stream still going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because Slobs crashed. It's a beautiful island
Uh-oh.
vista that awaits your gaze. To your left is a towering mountain that might just be a volcano, and ahead of you is a small bay filled with giant lily pads and an old mossy temple. Beyond the island, the sea stretches out to a shimmering horizon. Past that boundary line, an entire world awaits, ever out of reach.
This is my home. This entire island just belongs to just me, Beck, and my grandpa.
Okay, it's back.
It's a very peaceful place. The greenery is so lovely, and the bay is very fun to take a dip in.
Now the game froze.
Oh no.
Why is my
Well-
computer doing this?
Did you like upgrade your computer too?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that was like pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now, usually, when I used to stream, I used to get, like, I'd average around 8% frame drop, and now it's at 0.
Nice.
Mhm.
There's some mysterious ruins down there too. I've always been very curious about them, but Beck won't let me visit them. I guess he thinks they're too dangerous. Grandpa's been in there plenty of times before, though.
Could her grandfather give her a supervised tour?
Oh, Grandpa doesn't really move much anymore. He spends all his time having tea parties in the foyer, lol.
He's quite old then.
You could say that.
Jade wanders away from that window and toward another one, whose view is exclusively centered on the rolling blue. She presses a hand against the misty pane and sighs.
You know, Dave talks a lot about coming to visit me here. I mean, all my friends do, but Dave especially. In his usual Davey way, of course, which means making lots of jokes and not sounding very serious about it. Yeah, I'm itching to put on my safari hat and come traipsing down to Doom Death Archipelago to get my ass murdered by Infinidog the Eldritch Retriever. Stuff like that. I know he really means it, though. He wants to see me, just like I want to see him. But it's wishful thinking.
By the way, from here on out, this chapter gets real heavy.
Yup, real sad. He doesn't know where this island is. Even I don't know where it is. All deliveries here go through some company P.O. box my grandpa set up before he died, and it's not marked on any maps. Because this is a special island with all kinds of important secrets on it, I guess? Or it was special. I was special. But not anymore. Now I'm just a regular girl stuck alone on this dumb island for the rest of my stupid life.
Whoa! You asked Jade if she's feeling alright.
Yes, I'm totally fine. Just PT, thanks for asking. Come on, let's keep up with the tour. There's no time for dilly-dallying. My grandpa's collection rooms are next. The first one is full of his big game hunting trophies. I'd never shoot an innocent animal, and I think the trophies are pretty hideous.
Is Jade vegetarian?
I don't think specifically, but
I mean,
I imagine she probably would be.
I mean, vegetarian because there's no way for her to get meat.
Yeah. But I do have to admire his great work stuffing them, I guess. It is really hard to properly stuff and mount something, trust me. And he has some cooler stuff on the lower floors, like all these badass knight statues. Or these, faded blue portraits of pretty ladies. Okay, I'm going to be honest. Most of my grandpa's collection stinks. But I think what is important is what it all represents to him. He's been on all sorts of incredibly amazing adventures, and he has this huge array of interesting things to show for it.
You told Jade that her grandfather sounds like a hell of a guy.
He sure is. Back when I was little, he used to go on trips all over the world and come with so many interesting stories and new souvenirs.
God damn it, I just realized the joke about, from the bad end where we got shot. The joke about, haha, no, this girl's definitely a hinge, we need to get out of here because her grandpa's stuffed and dead, and she probably murdered him. I completely forgot until now that that's actually what happened.
No, yeah, she totally did. She was a toddler and was playing with a rifle and accidentally shot him.
To be fair, he was the one who gave her the rifle.
That's true. That's true. Very irresponsible for a grown adult man in his, like, I don't know, fucking 60s or something, to give a child a rifle. Let alone a fucking baby.
Let alone one that was loaded.
Yeah, maybe not the best parenting.
Yeah.
It was so odd, and I guess a little jealous too. Sometimes he would be gone for days or even weeks at a time, and it would just be me and Beck holding down the fort. I was always so happy when he came back, and I listened to his tales without making a single peep. But he never Oh, excuse me. He never asked me if I wanted to come along for an adventure, no matter how obvious it was that I did. I guess that's just the way of life for adventuring folk. There's no time to be tied down, even by the people you love. They can stay at home and wait for you to come back. That's how it was for my grandpa, at least. What about you? You're an adventurer, too. You've visited all my friends, and you've surely been to other amazing spots around the globe. So, I bet you've left someone waiting for you, too, haven't you?
Frost floods your veins and nestles into your heart with a burning chill for reasons that you don't quite understand. Jade tilts her head and bores into you with wide, curious eyes. One of her hands is balled up into a fist, and both of them are trembling as she watches you. Jeez, you're gonna have to coach another kid through parental issues, aren't you? You swallow down your sudden anxiety, force a smile, and remind Jade that you're suffering amnesia. Suffering, there should be a from there.
Oh, right. Well, it's just this feeling I get, you know? I have great intuition.
When she smiles, the corner of her mouth twitches. It's now or never. Would she like to talk?
I said I'm fine. There's nothing to talk about. Unless you want to talk about, some of these flowers! Isn't this one such a lovely yellow?
Surely there's nothing wrong with a good old feelings jam, right? Jay's an expressive, empathetic girl. Feeling jam should be her thing. You think that, but she's still steadfastly ignoring you.
Hey, how about this orange with a goofy face on it? Why don't we boggle at it for a while?
Jade, something's wrong. You need to talk this out. That's what you do. You're a talker. So why don't you two...
Oh my god, just shut up! Please just shut your stupid fucking mouth! Of course something is wrong, and that something is you!
There's a long pause. Jade stands there, her eyes wide, shocked at her own outburst. She wipes a tear from her cheek, takes a shaky gulp, and then sprints back up the stairs. Ugh, that didn't work. And you stand there for a while, feeling like a tender, AAA grade jackass steak with baked douchebag potatoes on the side. Then you sigh and steel yourself, and make the trek back up to her room. Jade is nowhere to be seen. Beck is pawing clumsily at a large, suspiciously jade-shaped lump beneath the covers of her bed. You clear your throat and ask her, softly, if she wants to talk. It's cool, you say. You listen to teen drama all the time, and this is some particularly choice drama. Not that you like drama, you clarify. You just kind of exist in the periphery of it constantly. You're a drama magnet. There's a long pause, and you're about to turn and leave when she pulls the cover off and turns to you. Her eyes are all puffy and red.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm sorry I yelled at you. It's not really your fault. I mean, it kind of is, but you didn't know you were messing anything up. It's not fair for me to be pissed at you. It's just... none of this is fair at all!
Yeah, that sounds like life alright. You sit down on the bed and tell her to vent about it. It's okay, you can take it.
Okay. Have you ever spent your whole life waiting for something to happen and then it didn't?
Well, your memory is pretty fuzzy right now, so you can't say you have, but you think you understand a similar sense of yearning. Good God, have you yearned?
Yearning is a good word for it, yeah. Let me try to explain. When I went to sleep, I would see this beautiful golden kingdom called Prospit and hang out with the people there. I'd wake up with these fuzzy, half-remembered feelings of happiness and visions of the future swirling around in my head. It was nice. It was a good life. But there was this very lonely feeling that I couldn't make go away no matter what I did. I would always tell myself, soon, Jade. Soon it'll all change. You will get to travel to Prospect in your waking hours. You'll meet your friends in person. You'll finally begin to live, like really live. I waited days, months, years for the day to finally arrive, and then it never came. I was so sure that it would come on John's birthday. All of my dreams told me so. All the signs were there, but it just didn't happen. And now I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah, like I said, this gets really, really rough, and it's only gonna get more rough for a little while.
But then it gets sweet.
Yeah, it
does.
It has very good payoff. It has a very sweet, nice ending.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to ignore the lonely feeling because I knew that it would disappear one day, but now that day's slipped me by, and it's like all those years are catching up and crashing down on me at once, and I feel so small and helpless and sad, like the loneliest girl in the world.
Hey, that's the title of the chapter. Gwendolyn, if this is hitting too hard,
Yeah.
you can
It's okay
leave.
to step out for a bit.
Yeah, I'll let you know when we're done with the chapter.
I don't want to put this all on you. That wouldn't be very nice, but it's just it's not fair.
Jade vaults from the bed and stamps her foot on the ground hard. Her face is flushed and streaked with tears and snot. She looks awful, frankly. Like someone who's been holding it all in for far too long. Beck gets up and starts licking her cheeks, and she holds him off until she can wipe her face on her sleeve.
Thanks, Beck. At least I've got you for a best friend, right?
Jade settles back onto the bed, stroking Beck's fur softly.
I have a lot of complicated feelings about all of this, I guess. So complicated and painful that I'd rather just pretend everything is okay. But now I can't pretend anymore, and these feelings are all that's left. And I hate feeling so glum. I hate sitting around being all sad and useless. It's stupid and pointless and a waste of my fucking energy, and it's not who I am, and I'm just dumping it all on you. I'm sorry. I really am.
Man, you just completely fucked up this girl's life, and she's apologizing to you? Now you feel like the delicious 3-layered shithead tiramisu served after that nice meal of steak and potatoes you had earlier. You really want to help Jade. And while you still don't get all of this magical moon stuff she's talking about, you do get how it feels to be lonely. There's something you can help with. You offer her your hand. Want to go see the world? She sniffles and slightly shakes her head.
It's not going to work.
Well, there's no way to know that unless you give it a try, right? She nods, stands up, and takes your hand. You focus on his familiar destination, John's house. But as you begin to dematerialize, Beck turns to stare at you, and you hear that familiar barking sound in your ears. And then the flash of light subsides, and you're standing here in Jade's room, only a few feet from where you started. What?
See? I told you it wouldn't work. Come on, let me show you something.
Jade hops up and shuffles down the stairs, and you follow. She takes you to the teleportation pad in the atrium.
These transportalizers are all powered by thermal energy and use each other as beacons for the sake of easy short-range teleportation. But if you hook one of them up to a uranium converter and modify the coordinates specified on the logic board, you can theoretically go anywhere in the world.
By the way, remember, Jade is also 13 and is a nuclear physicist.
Yep. Which I tried, See?
She twists the top of the pad with her fingertips and pulls it off, and shows you the wiring underneath. It looks messy, like someone has made multiple attempts to rewire the circuits.
But when I used it, it only led to the exact same thing that happened just now. Beck used his powers to prevent me from leaving the island. Maybe I got the coordinates wrong and I would have ended up stuck underground or something, but I checked and double-checked my measurements. I think Beck just doesn't want me to leave the island. He wants me to stay somewhere he can keep me safe at all times.
Yeah, she's straight out of Metal Gear Solid. Like, comparing early Homestuck to Metal Gear Solid isn't that far off.
Yep.
Similar levels of wackiness.
There's also a lot of like programming jargon that I'm sure a lot of other people get, but I do not.
Eh. Perhaps he heard his name from above, or perhaps he just has a sixth sense about it, because Beck wanders down the staircase and over to Jade. She gives him a soft stroke behind the ear.
I love him very much, but as long as he's around, I'm stuck here. And
I was gonna... No, you know, I'm just gonna move on. I'm not gonna go for the low-hanging fruit.
What?
Stuck
Oh,
at
yes.
home,
Yes,
if
you
you will.
suck at home.
In a manner that borders on the titular. Anyway.
And because of the changes you made, that is always how it will be. I'm just going to have to get used to it, I guess.
Jade deflates against one of her gardening tables and offers you a wan smile. For a split second, you could swear you see droopy dog ears and a tail tucked between her legs.
Haha, that's not till later.
Yeah, till she gets merged with the dog. Depression to this degree simply is not conducive to friendship, and even if it was, you could still feel pretty shitty about it. You should do something to cheer her up. Oh, Christ.
I think I remember the bad end.
Yep, so, this gets extremely violent.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that one just to get it out of the way, so we can end on the good end.
Yeah. Wasn't there two good ends, though? There was
There's-
one that was kind of bittersweet, and then one that's, like...
there's one that looks like it's gonna be a good end, and then Jade takes it in the wrong direction, and it becomes incredibly not a good end. And then there's the extremely good end.
Okay. Got
Well,
it.
We're going to challenge Beck for superiority. It seems to you that the cause of Jade's problems, even though he's probably not hurting her on purpose, is Becquerel. He's a good dog, and he wants to protect her, but the time for that is past. Jade has a new, omnipotent friend in her life, and she's got places to be besides the island. There's only one thing for you to do now. You need to establish yourself as the new alpha of the pack. You must win the right to escort Jade to visit her friends. This is how dogs work, right? Yeah, it is. It definitely is. You think. You square up, bend your knees, and tense your palms.
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it, you tell Jade. You're practically an expert in Lucis wrangling techniques by now. And what techniques? She shouts behind you, but you're already charging. Beck doesn't see it coming at all, perhaps because it's such a spectacularly stupid thing to do. You go tumbling to the ground with him and manage to pin him. You know exactly what to do now. There's only one possible course of action, and it has been...
What?
Oh, and it has been inculcated with such mimetic gravity that you are entirely certain it'll work as intended. Punch back in the snout to establish superiority. This is a reference to Problem Sleuth, which was Hussey's previous comic. You punch back in the snout to establish superiority, and immediately realize it's not working as intended. He snarls and flares up neon green, energy crackling around his body. You wince at heat as heat washes over you as if you just opened an oven door and your arm hairs stand stiff in electric terror. What were you thinking? This is a fight you can't win. Beck lunges at you and sinks his fangs into you. You yelp, pain splitting your sight, radioactive fire roaring up your arm. You yank yourself away and instinctively try to teleport, but as you disappear, Beck's teeth catch your shoulders and hold on tight. The two of you go hurtling through the nothingness, and you're pretty sure you've left blood splatters on some meta-narrative construct, like a website scroll bar, or the RenP debug screen or some shit. Eventually, you come exploding back into canon and bounce off a purple spire with an ungainly smack, dislodging Beck in the process. Yeah, I wonder... Okay. I was wondering if the blood spatters are everywhere. You tumble onto a bridge and scatter some dudes in goofy gesture outfits, and Beck lands in front of you. Good boy? Can we call it even here? He snarls, and green flames crack the stone beneath his feet. So much for that. You throw up your arms in front of your face and squeeze your eyes shut as Beck lunges at you. But you don't feel the sting of its fangs around your flesh. Instead, you feel the singularly odd sensation of your body passing right through Beck's, as though you've just had a window thrown at you. Like a reverse defenestration. Refenestration? Unfenestration? The world beyond your eyelids strobes green, and when you open your eyes, you find yourself staring into a massive, verdant sun. You think that when Beck went in for the kill, you must have phased through him as his power surged? It was pure dumb luck. You can't imagine what kind of precise timing it would take to pull that off on purpose. The good news is that you're alive, but the blood loss is really doing a number on you, and you can't focus your powers. Your vision flickers at the edges, and there's a ringing in your ears louder than the flickering flames of the sun. You only just barely hear a voice from behind you as your eyes glaze over. Yes, you, Autumn. This is the nerd with the two color glasses.
Right. Okay, I couldn't tell by the color.
Yeah.
Who's this douchebag?
Solix, be nice. This douchebag looks very injured. I think they're going to have to restart and try again. Better luck next time.
Oh, whoa.
I forgot about this scene. All right.
Yeah, this scene that, like...
This actually makes sense to my brain now.
Yes. Sorry, you have to stretch. Also, I guess. Maybe. There. Needed a siren noise. Or a slide whistle.
Gotcha.
Actually, I'm gonna get up and stretch and eat something because I haven't eaten today yet, and that's bad.
Oh, okay.
Very bad. Just gonna throw break time up. Oops. There we go. And I will be right back.
Nice. I am going to have some chocolate chips. I have a little bag of dark chocolate, which normally I have for anxiety reasons, because chomping a little bit of dark chocolate is supposed to make you less anxious. But I'm not anxious right now. I just want chocolate.
Dark chocolate is best chocolate.
It's true. I just heard my jaw like kind of crack.
Fun.
Chocolate good. Fucking. Oh god. Also, apparently, side note, this has nothing to do with anything, but Valve just announced that they're making a Switch, but it's with Steam, and I kind of want it.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, they're calling it the Steam Deck.
Oh,
It looks like a chunky friend, but it's like, I don't know, it would be cool to have my Steam library on the go.
Shit, yeah, that'd be fucking tight. Gosh damn it.
Oh, that's a big chonker. I
that's
just
chunky.
looked at the like video gif they have of like someone holding it. It's big.
I like big.
I do also like big.
He's a good cat.
He's a very good cat. My favorite cat, honestly. Well, maybe. Well,
Oh gosh damn, I
Maybe-
want this now.
Yeah, right? I would love to have that. Can it dock? Does it have a dock? Does it do the TV? I know
I-
phrasing, haha.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to say it. I thought it though. I was there. It's kind of my role on this
Yeah.
show. Stream, not show. This isn't a show.
It could be a show.
It could, you know what? It could be. That's
This-
what people want.
This Pesterquest stream filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Hi, mom. It's just like my mom in the background.
Oh god. But yeah, no, this kind of looks sick. If I had money to purchase this, I
Yeah.
definitely would. Speaking of
too.
which,
Donate now.
just a reminder to anyone who joined the stream later. This stream is partially a fundraising stream to help me get money to pay for a bed because my new bedroom doesn't have one. Which kind of makes it a poor excuse for a bedroom. And funds are kind of tight for me right now. There's a lot of different expenses that I'm having to deal with. So if anyone hasn't already donated and is able to and willing to, I would really appreciate it. The link to my Ko-fi is in the stream description. So hell yeah. But again, totally optional. If you're not able to donate within your means, then do not worry. But it does help, very much so. I mean, hey, listen, beds. Listen, Gwendolyn, beds are expensive. This is the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Also, I just want to make sure.
Uh-huh.
So you're totally gonna get like a Lightning McQueen bed, right?
Definitely.
Okay, good.
Fun fact, I don't think I've mentioned this on any of the podcasts where we talked about Sonic, but several times we do see Sonic's bedroom, and he does canonically have a race car bed.
Excellent. I
As-
love that.
As he should.
That's wonderful. Okay, I am.
Mm.
I could die momentarily happy.
I think... Please don't die, we'd miss you.
I ain't dying yet.
Okay, good.
I got more lives to ruin.
I like that attitude. That's me. But but yeah, that makes I think at least 2 continuities that Sonic has a race car bed in, because he has it in the Archie comics and he also has it in the live action movie.
Oh, now we got, and I guess that'll be our way of determining if the British Sonic comics are actually good. Is if he has a
Oh,
race
yeah.
car bed.
I don't even
Well,
know if
he
he
gets
has
one,
a bedroom.
I better see a race car
Yeah.
bed.
There better be a fucking race car bed in those comics. I'm still not over how much of a dick Sonic is in those.
He is
isn't.
an asshole.
He's unpleasant.
In which ones?
In the UK comics.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, we were talking about how Sonic canonically has a race car bed in several continuities.
Yep. All right, I'm back. Made myself my daily smoothie. Got
Hell
my
yeah.
Starbucks drink because I did not sleep well at all. Oh,
Fuck.
Got
I
Van
could
back
go
up?
for I could definitely go for some coffee.
That's why I went and bought it yesterday.
Hell
Except
yeah.
I don't drink coffee, so I just drink the refreshers.
Uh-huh. The refreshers are good.
Mhm.
The fucking mango dragon fruit one, that, so good.
I got
Put lemonade in there, delish.
the kiwi star fruit and the and also a strawberry acai.
Very nice. Fucking at our local like Starbucks, at the Starbucks that's like near me and my roommates' place. Beefaroni has become famous.
Beefaroni.
Yeah, because my roommates bring beef whenever they go and get Starbucks.
Okay.
So like we'll be in the drive-through and everything, and they'll be like, "Oh, welcome to Starbucks. Can I take your? Is that beefaroni out there?" It's so great.
Beefaroni. Anyways, it's time to go exploring.
Explore.
You present your most finely honed smile of confidence and urge Jade to stand. This is no time to mope about. There's plenty of fun to be found without leaving this island. You suggest that perhaps with your help, you can give her the opportunity to explore that temple she's always been curious about.
Really? That would be super fun. But what about Beck?
Oh, there's nothing to worry about there. You have a genius plan, you tell her. You tell her to just head over to the temple and you'll take care of the rest.
Oh, okay, if you say so. But please, don't do anything to hurt Beck, okay? I love him to bits.
You wouldn't dream of it. Not on this route, at least. Good dog. Jade transportalizes downward and you turn your attention to Beck, who is idly sniffing one of Jade's plants. You advance on him slowly and with intent. You know what must be done. Pet the dog!
Hell yeah.
You just get right in there. You pet the hell out of this dog. You employ all your strongest pamper techs, like the quick scritch up, the mane massage, and the rare Cuddle Brown X, Doge Smite. Somewhere in this display, in the distance, a bluebird observes your masterful display and chirps happily. But suddenly, Beck's head snaps up and he points his snout in the direction of the temple. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, buddy. Now's no time to think about Jade. Now it is belly scritches time. You start rubbing Beck's stomach and he flops onto his back with his tail wagging and his feet curled up. Who's a good boy? Beck looks up at you and you see the cosmos reflected in his deep, piercing eyes. And you understand. He's a good boy and he knows it. After a while longer spent threading your fingers through his silky fur, Beck curls up beside you and yawns, starting to nod off. You kiss him on the forehead and then take the opportunity to slowly stand up and exit the room, letting the sleeping dog lie. You're a little worried about alerting Beck by using your powers. He seems to be pretty keen-eyed into that kind of space-time manipulation. So you just take the long route to the temple. Jade's Island is a very beautiful place, with rolling hills and lush, sun-bathed plains. It looks like an excellent vacation destination, but it is also so bare. There's nothing and nobody around except for the hollow whispers of the wind. You can see how this place would feel much less like paradise after years spent stranded here. When you reach the lake surrounding the temple, you see that the giant lily pads outside have arranged themselves into a walkway that you can use to reach it. How strange and convenient. You channel your Ender Frog and hop across.
Hey! Up here!
Jade calls down to you. She's at the temple entrance, far above your head, waving down at you. Grooves carved into the wall form a ladder that you can use to climb up, and soon you are standing beside her at the entrance of the temple. A huge imposing archway marks the ingress between the sunny island and the dark interior of the ruin. From within, you see a faint yellow-green glow that seems to be coming from runes carved into the wall. Spooky. As you proceed through the entryway, Jade runs a hand alongside the glowing walls, her face bathed in sickly green. At the end of the hallway is a large, round platform decorated with cloudy designs and a glowing orb at the center. It doesn't pique your inner interior decorator, but Jade seems quite awed by the sight.
This is Skaya! I knew this temple had to be connected to that world in some way.
Jade rushes onto the platform and begins to descend. You quickly follow her before you're left behind, as the elevator takes you down to an expansive and dark room below. Much like the rest of the temple, the space seems very sparse and is illuminated by the faint glow of the runes on the wall. A large purple lotus flower sits atop a pedestal in front of the elevator, petals wilted. There's an electric display built into the pedestal with a timer that could feasibly count down for millions of years. But it seems to be glitched, stuck a few hours away from zero, with the seconds digit constantly ratcheting back and forth between two numbers. Jade places a hand on the pedestal and sighs.
The number's stuck. I think this is a time capsule, but it's malfunctioning for some reason. Was I supposed to open it when the time was right? Now I'll never know. What else could this place be hiding from me?
That's a fun cue. The elevator platform shudders and begins to rise behind you. As the platform ascends, it becomes clear that this is a pit beneath it, which is basically video game logic 101. Jade looks down into it, and you follow suit and see...
Transportalizers?
There's two of them, one a deep purple, and the other a brilliant gold. Jade leaps down into the pit, which is a pretty brave maneuver because it's deep in hell, and real life still has fall damage. She grunts and sinks to her knees from the impact, but quickly recovers and rushes over to the golden transportalizer. Gwendolyn, we pet the shit out of a dog. We went into some ancient ruins, and now we're jumping down a pit. She examines it for a moment and then clambers on. With a soft click, the pressure plate is depressed, and the device surges to life. She disappears in a bright flash of light. Well, shit. You'd better follow her. You hop down and step onto the transportalizer, and the same flash of light consumes your body. You feel something like wind whipping around you as your molecules are dematerialized and then reassembled in a new locale, a glaring golden palace. Wow, this place is way too fucking bright. Someone needs to crank the saturation down pronto.
I don't believe it.
I said it correctly that time.
Hehe.
Jade is looking around with wide eyes that reflect her golden surroundings.
This is it! This is Prospit, the planet I visited in my dreams. I didn't think it was possible to get here like this. What does it mean? Why am I allowed to be here right now?
Huh, sorry.
I should go talk to the Queen.
And with that, she's off, sprinting down the halls with a renewed sense of vigor. You scramble to keep up with her, threading your way through crowds of confused white-shelled folks in fancy outfits. They kind of remind you of yourself, but with chitinous bodies. You'd sidestep a lady carrying a paint can and shuffle down a lengthy...
It's Miss Paint!
Yeah. And shuffle down a lengthy golden staircase adorned with regal golden spikes, and you can only barely keep your eyes on Jade's long black hair as it swishes behind her. When you finally catch up, she's in the middle of an argument with two burly fellows in white suits. She stamps her foot at them, but they are undeterred, blocking her passage further. Eventually, Jade wheels around to look at you. She tries to soften her expression for your sake, but her face is so sour.
The guards won't let me see the Queen. Apparently she's really busy with something. They told me I'm not supposed to be here and that I have to leave right away. This is totally bull. I'm a princess. I swear some of these idiots can't even recognize me without the pretty golden dress. Blah. I guess I'm not getting any answers here either. Let's just get out of here.
And she's off again, this time striding forward with her fists curled and her jaws set. You glance back at the guards, whose furrowed brows strike you as more worry than ire, and then follow Jade back. You're almost to the exit when you see it, a dark figure silhouetted against sky's brilliant blue. They are humanoid in shape, with two leathery wings outstretched and inky black tendrils trailing behind.
Haha, uh-oh.
I love how this, yeah. The Crimson Force crackles in their wake, and they swoop over the city like a bird of prey. So this isn't supposed to happen because no one prototyped their sprites, so Jack Noir shouldn't be able to do this. But he does anyways.
Yep.
Something about them gives you a major case of the heebie-jeebies. You do a nervous little half-jog back to their transportalizer and get the hell out of Dodge. The temple feels oppressively dark compared to the blinding light. Oppressively dark compared to the blinding bright of Prospect. You spend a while blinking as your eyes readjust. The transportalizer you just used flares up red and then cracks. That's probably not a good sign, is it? You do what you do best. Ignore it. And climb out of the pit. Jade is standing beside the Lotus contraption, running her hand along one of the pedestals with her face set.
What does all of it mean? Was this here all along? Has my grandpa been to Prospect before? If I can go there, then it must still exist. The game must still exist, but how? None of it makes any sense. I need to think about this.
You follow Jade slowly back to her house as she mumbles to herself, brows furrowed. You can barely catch what she's saying, but she's clearly thinking hard.
The clouds have never been wrong before. Is it too early? Was this meant to happen?
Yes and no. Once you reach the atrium, Jade lets out a sharp breath and nods her head, resolute. She turns to you.
All right, I think I understand. I know what's going on now.
Great! You offer her your most winning smile. What's the sitch?
Well, the truth is, I was always being very immature about the idea of being a hero and having a destiny. Life isn't like in a kid's cartoon, after all. Heroism isn't all rainbows and sunshine, and it's childish to think that everyone gets a happy ending. That kind of storybook stuff doesn't really exist. To be a real hero, you have to be prepared to suffer horribly. It makes sense when you think about it. If everything came easy, there wouldn't actually be anything heroic about it. Why else would my grandpa have put me on this island? Why else would Beck want to keep me safe here, even now that everything's changed? It's because it's my destiny. I have to prove that I'm willing to suffer and willing to sacrifice. That has to be it. This can't have all been for nothing, right? That's not the way the world works. Everything has a purpose, even if it is not clear at first. Seeing Prospect in the flesh reminded me of that. My purpose is to do what I've always done, what my grandpa and Beck have helped prepare me for. I know I'll be really lonely, but in the end, it means that everything will continue to play out the way it's meant to. It's a very noble job, and I've got to be the one to do it.
You're at a loss for words. This really doesn't feel like the right takeaway from all this, but you don't know jack about Suburb or Destiny or any of that nonsense, so who are you to say otherwise?
So thank you for helping me visit Prospect. I wouldn't have figured this all out if not for you, and I'm sure that meeting me is one step along the way towards your mysterious fate as well. I will be rooting for you.
Jade erupts into a broad, beaming smile. It might be the first completely genuine smile you've seen from her this entire time, which is depressing, but that doesn't make you feel any better about it. In fact, that's more of a knife twisting in your gut. And when she throws her arms around you and hugs you tight, the knife pushes deeper to the bone.
Well, you probably have more important stuff to do than keep hanging out with me. I'll let you get back to it.
I need to play a air horn to break the mood.
Litigation.
Sure. Okay, no, this one's labeled Distortion Dab. I gotta. Oh, hi. That gets really loud. Maybe if you're turn down your volume for a sec.
Oh, got it.
Jade turns around and heads for the staircase, leaving you to stare at her retreating form. Is this it? Will you accept the new destiny you've written for Jade and allow her to stay trapped here on this island? Do we accept it, or do we not accept it? I know we're going to accept it because that's the bad end, and we want to finish on the good end.
Yeah.
Huh. You're kind of a huge jerk, aren't you? Or maybe the narrative's a huge jerk. That's what you would say, but you're basically in charge of the narrative. So yeah, basically it's just you. But Jade seems happy enough with her lot in life. Maybe she's better off this way, instead of whatever danger she would have gotten caught up with if she played Suburb. Yeah, you just keep telling yourself that. Important heroic end, haha.
It's the important heroic end.
Tee-hee.
Definitely not sad at all.
It's the good end.
This is
The
definitely
great
good.
end.
No sad, only good times.
The amazing end. Oh.
Only positivity.
Sorry, I was trying to layer over
Yeah.
a bunch of slide whistles at once, but the set only lets you play one at a time.
Dang.
Because I was just going to go
That's
down.
not very cash money.
Indeed.
All right.
Time
Now
for-
for real.
Now for the incredible end. Some people might take this as a lesson in the responsible use of reality-altering powers. Some people might swear off manipulating canon entirely, but not you. What's the point of having sick-ass powers at all if you never use them? Maybe some god is going to punish you for the way you've... Maybe some god is going to punish you for the way you've been fucking with the universe, but right now, you don't care. This girl would burn herself to ashes to keep her friends warm. And the least you can do is risk the flame for her sake. You quickly sprint up the stairs.
Oh, you're not leaving. Don't have places to be?
I will be fine here alone, I promise. It's my duty. I'll get used to it eventually.
You can't imagine she's okay with that, no matter what she says. Does she really want to stay alone for the rest of her life?
Well, of course not. What I want to do is to explore the world and hang out with all my pals. But it's not about what I want. It's about doing what has to be done. That's what it has always been about for me.
Well, that's bullshit.
Huh?
Maybe Jade's fate dictates she never play the game she wanted to play. Maybe heroes don't get a happy ending, but that doesn't mean heroes can't be happy. There comes a time in every young woman's life, you tell Jade, when she can't leave home because her pet is an overprotective god.
Huh?
Okay, that's obviously not true, but there comes a time in many young women's lives where circumstances beyond their control leave them without an escape. Perhaps it's easier to believe that the escape will never come, but you can't let Jade do that. When life has you stuck, at home perhaps, you can still hold on to hope. You can fight. No matter how long you have to wait, you can keep looking for another chance to see the world. And if the universe tells you to sit, stay, and roll over, you look the universe dead in the eye and ask, who do you think is the master around here? And then you tell it to motherfucking heal.
Yeah. Yeah! You're right. Even now, I was still being childish. It was easier to tell myself to be miserable for a noble cause instead of holding out hope and maybe getting hurt again. But I have to have hope. That's who I am. I'm a hoper, not a moper.
I don't have a rim shot queued up.
I will keep trying to convince Beck that it will be safe for me to leave the island. Things have changed, and maybe he doesn't realize it yet. He's kind of a silly, dumb dog at times, but he loves me, and I love him, and we can work it out. Maybe it'll take a while, but I'll definitely figure things out. While I wait, you'll come to visit me sometimes, won't you?
Of course you will. You are not in the habit of abandoning your friends. Ugh. The idea is unthinkable. You promised Jade you will come visit later. Come visit? Come visit! A light bulb goes off in your head. One of those cool LED bulbs, the kind that syncs up to your phone and changes color and spies on you for the government. It's party time. You ask Jade if she's ever had a slumber party.
A slumber party? No, I've never had one. It sounds exciting, but is it really a party if there's just two people and a dog?
A, yes. And B.
That sounds more like a mild slumber hangout.
Don't worry about it, you tell her. Just start getting the place ready for a bash. You pull out the sleeping bags, conjure up some lightly irradiated snacks, pump up the freshest of jams, etc., etc.
I don't know if we even have sleeping bags, but okay. I'll see what I can do. Maybe there's something useful in my grandpa's old supplies.
You shoot her a confident salute and then dissolve into the ether of cannon. Alright, Egbert, up and at him, it's party time!
Whoa!
John yelps and tumbles out of his chair, crashing to the ground in an undignified heap. It looks like he was in the middle of debugging some code on his computer when you interrupted him. He disentangles his limbs and stands up with a groan.
Okay, Magic Mailman, we need to get some things straight. Your powers are extremely cool, but using them like this is kind of lame. Jump scares rank very low on the prank scale. They don't take any effort, they are just sort of mean and annoying.
You apologize for scaring John. You're just in a very excited mood right now because it's time for a motherfucking slumber party.
Oh, cool. I've never been to a slumber party before. Who is it with?
You grin. Don't you already know who with, John?
The American Association of Mailmen?
You give him a blank stare.
Oh, right. Probably my other friends. That one should have been obvious.
There you go, John. You tell him to pack up whatever supplies he thinks he should bring, and then you get ready for another whirlwind ride through space-time.
I don't know. I should probably do the responsible thing and let my dad know I'm going on a trip, even if I will be back soon.
Okay, that's fine, you tell him, but don't take too much time. This route's already getting pretty long.
Cool. Okay, what should I bring? Oh, I need to grab some movies, definitely. Dave will be there, right? I should bring some McConaughey movies, so he realizes I was right all along about Matthew's stellar acting. Oh, and of course some snacks. This is a great time for me to unload all the excess birthday cakes my dad made me. Seriously, there are hundreds of them in the fridge. It is highly ridiculous.
You wait patiently in John's room as he goes downstairs to fetch his bounty of cakes, talk to his dad, and do all of his other preparation. It takes forever. You're not really sure what he's doing down there? You think he might be walking around examining all the objects in his home in great detail and solving a bunch of puzzles? Come on, John. That's not the right genre of game. Get your shit together.
Okay, ready.
Alright, step 2 is to get Rose. You take John's hand and zap the two of you to Rose's mansion. John spends a while goggling at the giant statue of Zapperpan the Learned. Then you ascend the staircase towards Rose's room and knock on the door. Her voice comes from within, slightly muffled. You're home early. I've been hearing strange noises from the neighboring lab of late. Have you? Rose opens the door and freezes. John? Her eyes widen as she slowly steps backwards, which John takes as an invitation to stride into her room. Her cheeks darken as she scans the room, eyes flickering from mess to mess.
Surprise, Rose!
I wonder how I would look with lavender hair.
Do it!
Do it. It's a dope hair color.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, because when I bleach my hair's already like a darker shade of blonde. I don't really know if I could dye it a lighter color.
You would might have to double bleach. But it would be dope.
It would be pretty dope.
There's a lot of people cheering me on to dye my hair lavender.
Yeah.
Do it!
Do it!
Might have to get a haircut so I just have less hair to dye, because right now it's pretty long.
That's fair. I'm still I am growing the sides out because I can't remember if I've actually mentioned this, but yeah, I've had an undercut for the past like year, and I'm finally sick of it and want to grow it out. And when it gets like, I don't know, like long-ish, to where I can like put it in a ponytail and everything, I'm gonna dye it red again.
Nice. Yeah, definitely. I would definitely wait a week, which is unfortunate because I need someone there both times because I don't trust myself to like dye my hair on my own without hurting myself in some way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like I could totally see myself accidentally dyeing my eyes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We are here to steal you away, like the owl who kidnaps Harry Potter.
That's not... She sighs and turns to you. Care to explain the sudden intrusion? It is normally considered polite to call ahead, especially when one is possessed of reality-bending powers.
No, don't be melodramatic. There's probably nothing too embarrassing in this room.
John furrows his brow as he glances around the room, eyes sweeping over the walls. He eventually settles on some pictures that have been hung up.
I mean, look at these great drawings. Did you do those? That is so cool. I didn't know you drew stuff.
Rose gives him the smile of a girl whose soul has just shriveled into a blackened husk. Again, an explanation would be nice. You explain that you've come to collect Jade's friends for a slumber party. I see. The commercial and critical failure of Suburb may have impacted her more strongly than I anticipated. She was really...
I was like that when Sonic Forces turned out to be bad.
She was really looking forward to playing that game with us. Yeah, that's putting it lightly, probably. I would hate to disappoint her further. Consider this my RSVP. Rose gives you a curt nod and then turns to frown at John, who's picking around under her bed, Something tugs at the corner of her mouth. John, what the fuck? John, my mother is busy and will not be expected to return for a while. Why don't you and our strange friend go analyze her room instead? I need time to pack.
Oh, okay, Rose. Whatever you say.
Talking breathily takes up way more breath than I thought it would. Rose shoves you out of the room with more strength than you expected from a 13-year-old girl and shuts the door hard.
Man, I hope Rose realizes that I was being serious when I said her drawings were good. We tease each other a lot, but she's really cool.
John's speaking loudly enough that Rose can almost certainly hear him from the other side of the door. You think he knows that, but you don't say anything except to casually suggest that you and John go wait downstairs and admire all of the ridiculous wizard art. He agrees.
God, this house is so weird. Who needs a giant statue of a wizard? Where did they even get this? Oh, and speaking of weird, I didn't want to bring this up with Rose in case it's just some funny story I'm not in on, but what's with all the writing on her?
But John trails off as Rose descends the stair with a tightly packed bag. Neatly. Shall we? We shall, you say. With a hand on each of their shoulders, you close your eyes and concentrate on the Strider apartment. You're aiming for the hallway outside the front door, but this power is still taking some getting used to. So you instead pop into existence right on top of Dave's bed. He's tapping away at something on his computer, and as soon as you appear, his entire body tenses up. You've barely had a moment to react before Dave whirls around in his chair and flings a handful of shurikens at you. One of them grazes Rose's cheek so closely, a strand of pale hair flutters to the ground. She turns to look at the weapon now embedded in the wall and runs a finger along the edge of the blade, squinting.
Oh, Jesus shit. What the fuck, man?
Surprise!
Okay, rule 1 of time travel or dimension hopping, don't fucking pull this kind of shit. I mean, seriously. Under any other circumstances, I'd be shitting my fucking nuts off about the opportunity to chill with my best bro. But, dude, you can't just drop a guy's besties into the middle of his room out of nowhere like this. This is an extreme social faux pas. You gotta give a guy some time to prepare.
Game froze, 1 sec.
Huh?
Ah, damn it. Don't be melodramatic, Dave. I assure you, this is nothing present in this room that could make us think lesser of you. If Rose was scarred by that near-death experience just now, she doesn't show it. She hops off the bed and glances around. If you left any pornography out, it will already serve to confirm the hypotheses I have already made.
Haha, dude, are these selfies? Are you doing the duck face in this one? Oh, man.
Oh, for fuck's sake, John. You get a VIP all-access backstage pass, and the first thing you do is insult my stuff? Like some rowdy tool at the Nickelback concert rummaging through their closets instead of doing the musical world a favor and assassinating them.
Okay, hot take, Nickelback isn't that bad. They're aggressively mediocre.
Which is about as bad as you can get. Because at least it sounds like cringy bad. That the cringe is fun.
Wait, shit, I think we had this exact conversation the first time we did this.
We did.
Probably. Well, yeah. You would do the same, dude.
Touche. But anyway, aside from you getting your grubby hands over my pristine collection of cool swords, what the hell are you all doing here?
We're having a slumber party. Are you in?
Oh. I don't know. bro is basically always keeping tabs on me. Guy wants me to be safe, you know? Or rather, wants me to only be in the right kind of danger or to teach me lessons about irony and being a dope ass fucking ninja master. It's also pretty intense supervision, is the point being made here. Was already getting some rank vibes from him after that little jaunt over to Olive Garden. Actually, the vibes have been off ever since John's B-Day, if I'm gonna be honest. So I don't know how he'd feel about me gallivanting off on some Magic's news adventure with Slappy the time-traveling mailman. Seems like the kind of thing he'd take issue with.
Aw, come on. He can't be that bad. What kind of guy wouldn't let his brother go hang out with his friends?
Yeah, I guess. Be a pretty shitty kind of guy if he did that. Wouldn't he?
Dave stares off in the middle distance for a while. Rose observes him intently.
Look, Dave, I don't think it would feel right if we all had a if we all had a big party and you weren't there. Jade would really miss you.
As would we.
Yeah.
Dave glances furtively around the room as if he's expecting a camera to blink at him from up in one of the corners.
Alright, I'm in. Let me grab some sups. That's supplies for short. Hey mailman, what's Jade's hell dog like? Do I need to bring one of these cool ass swords?
Cool? These swords are like $5 Chinatown swords, aren't they?
What? No. Okay, listen.
While Dave grabs his stuff and John heckles him affectionately, Rose's attention has been drawn back to the shuriken Dave threw at her. You stroll over and ask her what's up. She responds with her own question. Have you been introduced to Dave's brother? Not yet. You've heard a lot about him, though. For the sake of diplomacy, you only briefly touch on the opinion you formed. He certainly seems like a fascinating man. The kind of individual whose brains I would love to pick apart to find out what twisted mechanisms fire off within his chambers. So that's what she's thinking about. Dave's bro? Rose chews her bottom lip. Not exactly, but an adjacent topic. I'm mulling over the ethical quandaries presented by the existence of powers esoteric. What? It's nothing to concern yourself with yet. We have a party to attend, apparently. Right! Dave is done packing up. You open both palms, suggest that everyone hold hands so you can best channel your powers.
Really? We're holding hands. God, this is so lame.
He's totally psyched. But he does it, and then he clasps John and Rose's hands. He shifts around and blushes faintly in a manner that suggests he doesn't really think it's so lame. In fact, he may think it's the opposite of lame. He may think it is rad. And he'd be right. Friendship is the raddest thing of them all. You're full of warm and fuzzy friend feelings as you teleport back to Jade's atrium. Wait, no, that's just the feeling of your body dissolving and reconstituting itself halfway across Ganon. They're very similar feelings. You head to the base of the staircase, where you call out to Jade. Her guests have arrived, you tell her. Jade rushes down the stairs and nearly trips over her skirt. Her expression is tight and anxious, and when she sees your motley crew standing there, she freezes up. Her breath hitches in a half sob.
You really did bring them. They're here. You're all here.
God, game froze. 1 sec.
No.
Jade breaks into a wide grin and sprints forward, launching herself like a missile at her friends. Dave throws himself bodily out of the way, and Rose takes an alarmed step back, leaving John to bear the full brunt of her affections. She crashes into him, and the two of them go spinning around as Jane laughs breathily.
Whoa, calm down there, Jade. It's nice to see you too.
Tears are beating in her eyes as she squeezes him tight and then pecks his cheek with a soft kiss.
Oh, John, I'm so happy to see you in person.
Gwendolyn fucking mood.
In waking person and everything. I've spent so much time watching you sleep. Haha, what?
Jade swings around and looks at her other two pals.
Oh, come on, you two. Come on, you two too. Get over here. We are having a 4 times hug combo right now.
Aww. Rose and Dave cautiously step forward, and Jade, with John's help, yanks them both into a tight embrace. She smooches them on the cheeks too. Rose's face lights up with a blush, and Dave nearly goes catatonic. When Jade pulls back, she's clutching John's hand and tugging so hard she might pull the damn thing off.
Come on, everyone. Let's go upstairs. I found a bunch of military-grade sleeping bags in Grandpa's old adventuring gear and set them up in my room. We can play with all of my toys and jam out to some music and stay up all night and chatting with each other. And oh my god, you're here. All of this is really happening.
Jade's next laugh verges on hysterical, and she's got tears streaked down her cheeks. Dave looks a little perturbed.
Wow, holy shit. It's cool, Jade. No need to get so, like this. Kind of fucks me up seeing you cry. Not that I'm trying to make this all about me. I mean,
Dave, you're doing a horrible job comforting her. Jade, come here. I shall hold you in my arms. Rose walks over to Jade, extends her thumbs, and wipes them down Jade's teary cheeks in a stiff mechanical motion. Then she wraps her arms around Jade in an embrace that could generously be called a hug, but looks more like the precursor to an alien medical examination. Aw, it's because Rose has never felt physical comfort from a loved one.
Aww.
John boggles at the display.
None of you whack jobs know how to do this. Oh my god. Come here, Jade.
Aw, thank you, John. Now come on, everyone. Let's go.
And so the party begins. Tales told, movies watched, and fun had aplenty. So many shenanigans happen. So many. Perhaps someday you will recount them all in detail. But before you know it, the energy in the room has fled alongside the sunlight. The moon and stars cast their pale gaze upon 4 supine friends, bundled up in sleeping bags and caught midway between slumber and wakefulness. Dave is rambling about some inane bullshit that nobody's paying attention to, and Rose is attempting, quite terribly, to lecture John and Jade on the modern reinterpretation of Lovecraft's works. You think it's about time you bowed out. It's not that you haven't enjoyed chumming it up with these kids, but you feel kind of weird sticking around overnight. You can come back later. Besides, you've got places to go and sights to see. There's an entire golden moon out there full of potential friends that you knew nothing about before today. The universe beckons, and you are powerless to refuse. You give Beck a little nod like, hey, take care of these kids. Beck doesn't nod back, because he's a dog, but you like to think he understands. As you quietly slip down the staircase and out of sight, you spare one last glance at the group and find a sigh escaping your lips. Everything that's happened here feels almost too good to be true. Can it last? Can this brazen wish fulfillment go unpunished? You find that hard to imagine. There is something fate touched about these kids. You can feel it in your bones. As surely as the wind whispers through the trees, or the stars dance through space, as surely as the turning clocks will call the sunlight back again, these kids will never be free of the bullshit that hounds them. But right now, right here, they are at peace. They have shared this one perfect moment together, and perhaps in the future there will come more betwixt the chaos. And maybe that's enough.
The idiot.
Yeah. Very wholesome time. I love everything about this little end card.
Yeah.
Plus, we get to see a little bit of June's egg crack, and
Mhm.
wonderful.
In a fashion very similar to when my egg cracked.
Haha.
Also, Dave expressing his furry side.
Yep. But all right.
We're gonna take a
We
break
do-
here.
Yeah,
And
we're
I'm-
gonna take a break, but
and
we
I-
have more to come.
We have 3 chapters we have never read before, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I am gonna keep this victory screen up instead of putting the break time screen up because this is just really cute. We will be back. So actually, I wonder if I can. I just want to like. That works too. No, wait, it just won't. There we go. Break time.
Well, break time.
Break time. So you can still see the thing, but also know it's break time.
Yeah. Well, all right. We will be back. Hello. Oh, is it just me? Well, hello, audience. Assuming you can hear me. I'm not sure if you can. Say something in chat if you can hear me. Nice. Okay. So yeah, I hope everyone is enjoying things thus far. Um, cool. But yeah, I am excited for the next volume because I get to do another voice, and this one is very fun to do. It's a very fun voice to do. So that's going to be entertaining. Aww. I know. When we first played this one, I was all choked up. I was in tears. Oh, you back on him?
No.
Oh, well.
This is Autumn's twin sister, Brenda.
Cool.
Yeah.
I will will you, Brenda,
Yeah.
to totally not Autumn, be filling in for Autumn?
Yeah. She wasn't cool enough, so I'm taking over now.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, I sincerely doubt that, but you know.
Oh no, I trust you, I'm much cooler. I play Piccolo. Not like the instrument, the character.
I see.
Yeah, as you can tell by my gruff voice.
Sure.
I am everyone says it was Chris Sabat, nah, Brenda.
Brenda. Yep. Oh, fuck.
I'm back.
Wait.
Yeah.
Well, I actually, you know what? Brenda got to do something, so Autumn will be here in a moment to take my place. She's less
yeah,
cool, I
right.
know, but
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. All right. One last air horn for the road. It's okay, air horn. I'm sure I'll use you again someday.
Hey guys, I'm back. What I miss?
To nothing much.
Okay. Oh, cool. Gosh, I love living alone with no one else here.
Don't you live with your parents?
Ominous. Spooky.
Yes, but that doesn't go with the joke.
Got it. Anyways, good news. I looked up how to get the good end or the good final ending, and it doesn't require us to like go back and do other routes and do really esoteric shit in them.
Okay, good. But all right.
All right.
Shall we continue?
Yes.
To the next route.
All right. So next up is Jake. Which is mild violence, mention of alcohol, and lots of bullying. Probably, if I remember Jake.
Yeah, that all tracks.
That's right. Adventure! All you wanted to do was make a new friend, and now you're running like hell from a giant white creature with two heads, each sporting a single garish eye. Kind of like a cyclops, except two of the one-eyed faces. So you guess it's a duoclops? Whatever it is angry as hell and chasing you through a tangled jungle. You leap over a stand of ferns and duck under one of those big woody vine jungles always have. After befriending Jane, you asked her for the names of some of her friends. Not too many details. You made that mistake with Solux. Just a little tantalizing friendship amuse-bouche to get you started. Specifically, you were interested in the friend that needed her help daily. Now that sounded like fertile ground for a relationship. You kind of regret bringing it up, though, because Jane got very flustered telling you about Jake. It's clear that her friendship with this guy is a topic of emotional turmoil. Well, who's better to sort it out than you, everybody's friend? But instead of friendship, you've been greeted by a number of ferocious white monsters. Your garbled brain offers up you probably pissed off this kid's Ulysses. Except this is Earth? Between different planets, different universes, and the mess of timelines in your memory, you're having a hard time figuring out. You trip over a big tree root and land smack on your face on the dirt. You choke on decaying plant matter, clawing at your throat, and roll over onto your back just in time to see the duocalypse about to bring down one huge foot right on your vulnerable body. Are you allowed to start over if you haven't even made a branching choice yet? You cover your eyes. Nothing happens. After a moment of Olympic-level breath-catching, you venture a peek. The duocalypse is in pieces of the ground. 2 pieces. You hope the thematic resonance offered it some comfort during such a brutal end. You scramble to your feet. Your new friend, Jake, must have intervened to save you. You look around for him, but there's another swoosh noise and a glint of metal, and something inhuman appears in front of the duocalypse's body. It's a robot. Kind of a cartoony one, with shiny metal joints and big red anime glasses. It even has a perfectly gelled metal hairstyle. Honestly, it looks pretty goofy. But it's also holding a katana and staring right at you. You think you saw something similar broken all about the floor of Equius's room. It must be a battle bot, and you don't have the strength of your punchiest friend. Let's challenge the robot. What could possibly go wrong?
That seems like a good first choice.
With a yell, you charge forward, waving your arms intimidatingly. Yeah, it's a robot. It's not scared. The robot placidly waits for your approach, then strikes out in one swift motion, too fast to see. You crumple to the ground, your world exploding in pain. You huddle into a ball, waiting for the robot to finish you off. But it's not interested. It zooms away, leaving you to your agonies. In the bursts of lucidity available to you, you discern that it has kicked you in the chest, breaking several of your ribs. No problem! That's totally a survivable injury. You'll be fine and ready to get your friendship Katamari rolling again in no time. You're just gonna lie here for a bit first. Just to gather your strength. Just gonna lie here, too injured to run, surrounded by ferocious beasts, and